The second question is, Julian, do you sometimes wake up in a cold sweat when you hear this in your dreams?
Wow.
I don't know what the hell was that?
I don't know what that second part is.
These are real. These are 100% real.
Yo, Gig said, are these real?
What was that? I haven't played that full through in a long time.
Going on?
You were.
I swear to God, I didn't know that was on.
Are these real? Are these real?
NewRoryNMal.
I just wanna say that I think all of y'all owe me an apology.
For fucking what?
I mean,
Here we go.
I listen, man. Can I be honest here? Is this a vulnerable,
No.
safe?
No.
It's not.
Are you actually going to be honest in everything, though?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, absolutely.
Your truth.
I told y'all that damn album wasn't coming out. No, y'all wanted to fight with me.
Oh, come on.
Y'all
Well,
wanted
you're
to,
in the group chat, so I believe you.
I'm not in no group chat.
Yeah,
I just I'm not in no. I just told you it didn't feel like you can feel when an artist like that album is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
For those that
It
don't
didn't
know,
feel like any fucking album was dropping.
Amazon Music said that Drake's album was coming out last Friday. Mullet said it's not, and that's the big victory lap.
We owe him flowers.
Because Eddin was up all night waiting for it.
I really
Do you have an OVO tattoo?
Do I have an OVO tattoo? I have no tattoo.
It's like on the bottom of your foot, like where Woody's is.
I have
You're branded.
I have no tattoo.
It's your whole foot.
That's a sick
Yo,
place.
Drake being your Andy is fucking hilarious. Drake is definitely your Andy.
Drake is your Andy.
Ew.
That's a sick place.
It says Aubrey on your heel.
That's fucking hilarious.
No, it does not say Aubrey.
No?
Okay. No.
Well, your weekend must have been good either way, though.
Why?
Because I'm sure you have the album. How is it?
No, I don't have that.
You got the album this weekend.
You're one of the dogs he
Both
sent
of
it
y'all
to.
probably.
No,
You're
I'm not one of the,
you're definitely for one.
I'm probably one of the dogs, but I'm not one of the dogs.
First out the kennel?
No, I didn't.
You're dem. You're for the dogs, dem.
I am.
He was talking about you. You're dem.
I'm definitely down for the dogs, dem.
You're OVO dem.
I'm not OVO dem, but I'm definitely one of the dogs, dem. But yeah, you just can't. That it didn't feel like that, and I don't understand why he would put an album out while he's on tour. That just wouldn't make sense to me.
He said it's still coming out. He went on a show or one of the shows.
If he wants to do, I think what he should do is the last show of the tour in Toronto in October, drop the album. Why not? We're going into September. When another month wait? What's a month?
And he's not October's very own. It would be in his season.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it would
It's
be,
perfect.
Thank you,
be
Julian.
his month.
Yeah.
Last show of the tour.
His moon would be rising
Drop the
at that
album.
month for sure.
Hey, yo.
Well, I mean, despite that, how was your weekend? I'm actually batting 1,000, no pun intended, with meeting Yankee legends.
Yeah, who did you meet this
Word?
week?
Met Derek Jeter a
Nice.
few weeks ago. I just met Mariano Rivera. Over the
Wow, that's lit.
Shout out to Mariano Rivera. Mariano Rivera used to be in the hood. He used to be in the Bronx all the time.
Sandman
After
himself.
Yankee games, we used to see him.
What do you think he was doing there?
Oh no, I know exactly what he was doing. There. He was.
What was he doing in the Heights?
He was dating. No, he was on Cedric Avenue, 1600. He was.
He just loves hip hop.
He was dating. No, he was dating a girl that lived there.
Damn.
Got you.
I'm talking about he used to take a cab, like hop out of a cab. And if you know Cedric Ave right there is maybe 10 minutes from the stadium,
Yeah.
maybe 10 minutes.
Rory,
walk.
did you pop a squat and like get on your knees and like
What?
go into catcher's pose?
Why would he do that?
Because that's some gay
Listen,
shit.
man.
that you-
No, I mean he was the closer. You
I
didn't
mean,
wanna-
this isn't a
Closer.
plug. I was at Catch Air in Paramus for a birthday party, 1-year-old birthday party. And he was there as well for another, what I assume, birthday party.
Mm.
Did you take a picture with him?
No, it just wasn't that environment.
You told
Kids were
him-
running around. It was too much. People were trying to parent. I was nervous too. I had Amara with me. Like,
Yeah.
Did you dap him up?
I said hello.
You told him he's Amar's godfather.
Yeah.
Telling somebody you never met that they're your child's godfather.
What if I changed her name? Like, yo, this is my daughter, Mariano.
Mariana.
This is Mariana.
This is Mariana. You're
Named after
Mariana.
you.
What do you know?
Matter of fact, I'm going to start doing that. That's going to be my new thing when I do meet people. I'm just going to completely lie to them and change Amar's name to the person that I meet.
That's fucked up.
I don't think you should.
That'd be hilarious.
No, it wouldn't be.
That wouldn't be funny.
That would be weird.
That would be
To
funny.
creep people out, like, yeah, no, I named my daughter after you. Especially if it was like a boy.
That's nasty.
Okay.
Eddin, you had another gig this weekend.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Pete
Peach sent the picture to the chat.
Yeah, thank you for everybody who came out to my bag. I appreciate that.
Picture here.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, please put that photo right there.
Why we dressed like that?
You're dressed like one of the village people.
That was
I kind of
sick.
was. So we had a train theme. Pause, I guess.
Yo.
I bet, yeah. It would appear
I
that way.
figured that
Yeah.
that was
You were
gonna be-
shirtless
Yeah.
You look
with
like
a construction vest on and no construction in sight.
Yeah. You know,
I didn't see a pothole anywhere near you.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a pothole.
So we were in theme.
That photo
So
smelled.
We were working. Smelled.
What was the team?
What happened?
You were in a construction vest.
We were supposed to be MTA workers.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your
So we had
cosplay.
those. Yeah.
Even
Like
even the
cosplay.
people that came to the party had to dress like that?
No. It was just the people who were coordinating.
It was just Eddin.
Yeah. It
You
was
look
just
like
me.
a-
I was the only one that got one.
Looked like when Vito and the Sopranos got caught at the gay club. That's how we were dressed.
Jesus Christ. That's what it gave
But
you.
why does a man when a man has like all of his arms out in like a vest, why does that automatically go to gay?
That
the
was
village
y'all.
people.
Yeah, I literally put that on my badge.
I didn't create the village people. You
Yeah,
were
no.
dressed like one of the village people.
You were definitely dressed like one of the village people.
Maul had a sick joke that was great from the group chat.
Are you going to do maybe like the
What did I
cop
say?
uniform next?
You just called me a homosexual DJ.
Oh yeah. No, that's what you look like.
And then P said dick jockey, and that was even funny.
Dick Jockey was
And
by
then
far.
Julian went far left for some reason.
I
Wow.
made a good joke.
That was a horrible joke.
That was a good joke.
Horrible joke.
You
No,
guys know what I'm talking about.
You
Yeah,
thought
but it was
too
still a
long for
horrible
that.
joke.
It was very lengthy and felt pretty personal. Like
Worth the
Pause.
read. It was good.
No, it wasn't. Horrible joke.
following
You've
just
done
a
better.
simple home run of Dick Jockey. It just wasn't.
Well, look,
necessary.
we can't. That was a grand slam. You got
Just-
off.
we should have ended the inning right
Yeah.
there.
He came up and tried to bunt.
Yeah.
After
But
a
I'll
grand
show
slam.
you.
Yeah, like get the fuck out. Go back in the dugout with that bull.
They'll never expect this.
I dropped a Kendrick ass joke.
Yeah, like what the fuck was that? It's like, yo, man, get out of here, man.
Oh shit.
But how was the show? The
It
party.
was great. Shout out to the My Bread crew. We had a good show. We were in Long Island City. It was fun. Peach had a great time.
Okay.
He was fucked up by the time. we
All
left.
Peach needs.
How many Bud
is
Lights
couple
did you
beers.
just throw back?
He was drinking Coronas that day, so you know it was a special night.
He was supporting his Latin community.
Exactly.
I was slugging cores with Benner.
Yeah.
Y'all went to Afropunk.
Afropunk.
How was it?
It was really fun. I had Benner, shout out to Benner and the whole Afropunk team. They hooked me up. I brought a good group of friends.
Mm-hmm.
We all took a bunch of shrooms.
Nice.
The weather was nice too.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
Ran into a couple pod fans there. There's one woman in particular made a great move. She did the caught someone working on the way out, got her credentials, and then was able to go. It was
Swap credentials?
very pro move.
It's always good when you swap credentials.
I wore that shirt, but in the other color. So
Do you brand?
Merch
I was
available now.
promoing the shit out of it.
Yeah, merch available now. NewRoryNMal.
Any revelations on the shrooms? Any connections with some of the female guests that were also
Oh wait, you took
Tripping?
shrooms?
Yeah, I was with Greer, our friend Brittany. They're both bachelor people, so
Nice.
And you're a bachelor.
both alumni?
alumni. Yeah,
I'm not.
in the Hall of Fame. No, I had nothing crazy. I don't know. It was a good time. That was a fun crew.
So you brought 2 white women to Afropunk?
I brought three white people to Afropunk. So I brought the whites,
And Josh.
Pretty on pace
Josh
for you.
and
Yeah.
Kenny.
That's progressive.
Kenny's black. Kenny's Nigerian.
And you took credentials from a black person to give.
No, not
White-
Benner.
Okay.
My credentials were from a white man.
You ended up at home.
I ended up at home alone.
Nice.
Have y'all ever had dreams about like anybody
Asshole.
here?
I don't think so.
Julian has definitely appeared in my dream before.
Doing what exactly?
Nothing, just existing.
He just,
Oh,
he just
I
like
would
walked,
nightmare.
I would call that a
That
nightmare.
was a nightmare.
he just
Cool
walked past you
movie.
in your drink.
Yeah, he was just there. I was like, what the fuck is he doing here?
I don't think I've ever dreamt about you.
I just feel like you don't have dreams.
I have dreams. I just if I don't like remember them like in the first 10 minutes after waking up, it's over. I'm not gonna remember them.
I just feel like you walk around Dream World just saying that's crazy. There's really no context, just you walking through Dream World.
You know what I do? Like I do realize that whatever I was last watching before I fell asleep, some nights, like most nights, I'll dream about something about what I was watching.
So like hentai porn.
I don't watch.
Maul doesn't watch hentai porn.
During
I
pre-production,
think I watch hentai porn.
Maul, I mean, you kind of do
I
look
don't know.
like
Drake
I look
does.
like I
I
watch it.
a
figured.
little bit, yeah.
Okay.
No shame.
during pre-production, we found out, which shouldn't really be a surprise, but Maul doesn't like nose kisses. And I just want
Wait, how
Maul
did you
to
go
let,
from that to
I want Maul to let love in.
That's not the way
It's-
to love me.
I mean,
That's not the way to love me.
That's
Don't
not his
kiss-
love language.
Don't kiss my nose.
What do
we
you
were,
say
we were
nose
talking
kisses?
about a particular woman that looked like she was a great cuddler. And I said, she looks like she probably gives nose kisses while you're cuddling her, which is a great cuddle move. And Maul was like, ugh, don't ever kiss my nose. Like, have you ever wanted affection in your life?
Like Eskimo kisses, or
Because
you
I say
actually kiss?
because
both.
I say don't kiss my nose means I don't want affection.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
Either
Yeah.
kiss your nose or no affection. at all.
Yes.
Would you rock with a forehead kiss? Is that
I was
is
gonna
that
say
cool?
that. Yeah.
But you'd have to like
No.
lift your hat up.
Girls with good pussy give forehead kisses.
Girls with good pussy
Yo,
give
do
what?
the forehead kiss on the hat.
I like getting a forehead kiss. I mean, I prefer to give them, but
Oh,
I
Rory.
melt sometimes with a nice forehead kiss.
A
Have
girl-
you ever done a butterfly kiss with your eyelashes?
Oh.
I have nice eyelashes, so you know
You
Oh,
are
it's high on
really-
it's high on demand when I cuddle.
high on demand.
Rory, I think God almost made you gay. Like almost.
Almost.
What?
There's no almost.
Butterfly
Take the almost out of it.
You don't just like
I think,
sometimes.
when
What
he
if the
was
fuck
making
is a
Rory-
butterfly?
You'll
kiss?
swap
What if you're like you're really close to someone's face?
Your lashes
You're
hit
both
each other's
blinking,
lashes. Yeah.
and
Who the fuck does that?
Rory,
you're just
clearly.
upset that like me and Tupac have the most beautiful eyelashes
I
of all
think
time.
it's
If Pac was still alive, he would co-sign
That
a
was
butterfly
gay.
kiss.
I told, like, I was
Me and
this
Tupac
close.
have the best. What are you talking about? Yo, am I
It's how-
bugging?
it's
Tell me-
how I've
y'all, I
coped.
promise. Y'all can tell me if I'm bugging. That
That's
wasn't
how I've coped with having feminine eyelashes. I'm like, well, Pac has nice lashes.
Rory. You can just say you think you have nice eyes.
You just fluttered
You
his
don't have to-
eyelashes.
No, he said
Well,
it.
I don't need to say it. It's brought up pretty often.
Okay, but butterfly kisses is just I don't know what that is.
Well, that's when you're past the nose kiss.
Yeah, but that's just
Like we're
to
in
me. That's
advanced
almost like
territory.
a fly flying by your ear. It's
Yeah,
almost
like,
like
why
that type of
are you
thing. It's
on
like,
me?
yo, come on, back up a little bit. Like, don't blink when I blink.
Hot ass breath. In
Like,
my
don't
mouth.
blink in my eye.
You guys should really accept love into your life.
No, how about just kiss me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like,
Mm.
okay, the
That
way-
seems crazy now,
I don't-
2023,
I
right?
don't
The way-
get
the
it.
way-
Just kissing somebody's like, no, we have to blink in each other's eye now. What is that?
Well, Mal, to keep a relationship moving, you have to spice up everything, not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sex
She's
life.
still
but
gonna cheat anyway.
cuddling.
Wow. Jesus.
As long as she comes home to these eyelashes, that's all that matters.
So no matter if she was roaming the streets,
Well,
come home and blink in my eye.
when I'm spicing up my
Come to
life,
dude as a man, like, yo, I mean, did she do the eyelash thing with you?
That's sick.
good.
When you're spicing up your
So
life.
when I'm spicing up my life, I get my tips from Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, wow. Good job, Julian.
Thank you.
Tried.
That was
But
good.
I'm a good balance of that because I feel like
Come here, big tits.
Giuliani stole at least one line out of my bag. I'm definitely a come here big tits kind of guy.
Really?
Rudy Giuliani was arrested for the RICO, a lot of fraud in there. But within all of that, we did get some transcripts of some audio that has leaked, which is quite possibly the funniest thing. I'm not sure what it has to do with his RICO charges at all, but he might be one of the biggest creeps.
That's
I've
why I
ever
don't.
heard
That's
of.
why I don't feel like this is real. I feel like this is fake.
Nah.
This is court documents audio
New York
that
County Clerk.
that the woman recorded and then
What,
turned into
what
the
does
authorities.
this have to do with the RICO case?
I mean, if you tie everything together with things like "come here, big tits," "come here, big tits," "your tits belong to me,"
Bars.
Sounds like
she's
it
now
sounds like a
involved
hook.
in the RICO.
As
It
bars.
sounds like a hook.
I want to claim my tits. I want to claim my tits. I want to claim my tits. These are my tits. Getting that off 3 times in a row is fucking nuts.
That sounds like a great hook. He's an MC, if you ask
That is
me.
a pretty good.
If we got Ty Dolla to
wanna
sing
claim my
this
tits.
transcript, we might have a hit
That's
record
what
on
I'm
him.
saying. Like, so I don't understand why everybody thinks Giuliani's a creep. That sounds like a hit record to me.
You said I want to own you officially.
After talking
Yeah, because
sexually,
they were
calling her-
unofficial.
no, he wanted her to be his daughter,
Yikes.
his little girl.
Here it is.
Lock this man up. This is fucking nuts.
Yeah, he was referring to her as his daughter, Mal,
Why would he do that?
because all these guys want to pound 12-year-old girls.
Okay, so Mr. Giuliani says, let the doorman wait outside to bring in the luggage. Wait. We need a little time alone.
Mm.
Yeah, I need a little time alone with my girlfriend here. Miss Dunphy, that's right. Mr. Giuliani, with my daughter. Miss Dunphy, that's right. With my little girl. Yeah, this is a little weird now.
Okay.
Well, then he went right straight to the point. I want to own you officially. Oh yeah, legally with a document. He wants to adopt her. Hey man, Birdman did it to Wayne.
Oh my
We can't pick and choose. Don't move the goalpost.
Yeah, don't move the goalpost.
So Noelle Dunphy is suing Giuliani,
Okay.
and her lawsuit accuses him of rape and sexual abuse.
Yeesh.
He denies the allegations. She worked for the former mayor as a consultant from 2019 to 2021
$1 million
When-
salary.
when he was Trump's personal lawyer. They said the transcripts have been certified by a court reporting agency, so they're real. And yeah.
But this is how messy like the media is. For the charges that you just said that she is alleged
Mm-hmm.
against him. Media went through all those transcripts and then just landed on what's the Republicans that are celebrities. Well, Matt Damon's very liberal. No, Matt Damon's a Matt Damon is also 5'2", eyes are blue, coochie, coo.
What?
That's what
This
That's-
is this is a direct quote from former Mayor Rudy Giuliani, who,
That's a
who held us
haiku.
down during.
I believe that's a
September 11th.
haiku.
Yeah.
That rhymes.
Matt Damon is also 5'2", eyes are blue, count the syllables, coochie, coo.
What did Lloyd?
Yes.
I'm going with Maul. If Ty Dolla sings this could be a
That's
hook.
what I'm saying. Like all of this just sounds like a great hook.
Or is he biting from
Lloyd? Yeah, she's
Wow.
fine too. 5'2".
There you go.
Mm.
Wait, that song was about Matt Damon this whole time?
Yeah.
Mm.
You know?
In
Coochie coo.
Giuliani's eyes, it is.
Coochie.
He goes, "You are my bitch."
Hold on, but do you think I'm sorry, Rudy Giuliani freestyled that in like real time? Like she just brought up Matt Damon is very liberal. Do you think he had those bars in the tuck, or that was just off the dome?
Nah,
Acapulco.
I think he was pulling that off the dome for sure.
How about his thoughts on Passover?
He says Jews.
I'm feeling him on this one.
They want to go through that freaking Passover all the time. Man, oh man, get over the Passover. It was like 3,000 years ago.
Facts.
Okay, the Red Sea parted. Big deal. Not the first time that happened.
Jesus Christ.
So see,
Hold on, first of all, the Red Sea parting is a pretty big fucking deal.
no. Not at Giuliani's eyes. That's no big deal.
I've never
Oh
seen him
my
part the
God.
Hudson.
No big deal. That's
Wait.
not a thing.
Read that next paragraph, Maul, please.
Damn, why are they so obsessed with other dudes' dicks?
The way natural selection works. Jewish men have small, I'm
Cocks.
guessing he said cocks,
Mhm.
because they can't use them after they get married. Whereas the Italian men use them all their lives, so they get bigger.
This is some old
I don't know
man
what-
logic.
I don't
That's
know
how
what-
science works.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys didn't know
I
that?
don't know what type of research he did to figure that out. But
It's
okay.
insane
No,
logic.
the more you fuck, the bigger your dick.
This just shows me that, all of these older white men are just horny old white men who just want to look at big titties and squeeze them. And just, they all are creepy and weird behind closed doors.
Y'all think y'all gonna be creepy old men? Not like this level of creepy, but I mean, just like once your dick stop working, like what do you have left to be?
First of all, their dicks are never
Just got to grab big tits.
Yeah,
Bless
you
baby.
say things like "come here, big tits" 3
Yeah.
times in a row.
All I could do is, this shit don't work. I could just suck titties all night.
I really want to know the context. Do you think maybe she was in the other room and like she couldn't hear him?
No,
Why are you repeating "come here, big tits" over?
Nah, you know how sometimes you right there, you start, that's like dirty talk.
Get excited.
That was just dirty talk.
Yeah.
It was
But like repeat.
But that's fucked up that he is being charged for sexual assault and rape, you said?
Well, that's what she's.
well,
pressing.
she's
Yeah.
she has a lawsuit against him.
Oh, well, I guess. But I don't know, man. Because that can go both ways. If she's like saying, yes, these are your tits, yes, like.
I mean, they are her tits.
No,
But he's saying, give them
responding
to
to him,
Um,
saying, yes, these are yours.
Yes.
And he also said like even if she's flirting with someone else, just to know those are my tits.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe he wanted her to
Quoting the late great Big Pun.
appear like Candyman, like he just had to say her name.
Big tits, big tits.
Big tits.
Big tits,
Yeah.
big tits.
Oh yeah, they left out. He was
And
looking
then-
into a
and then
mirror.
Dunphy comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say big tits 10 times in the mirror.
I mean,
Speaking of perverted losers, Trump's mugshot's official.
The official mugshot of the 45th president of the United States, Donald Trump, came out. When was this? Friday? Thursday night? Friday.
Yeah.
Came out Friday.
Homie from
And I thought this was fake again because the first one that we saw was AI. They found out that was AI. This is the official one. He tweeted this from his Twitter page.
Not a bad mugshot.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Yeah, it's a cool mugshot.
It is hard.
It's definitely a good one. And I mean the lighting too. Rarely is there a shadow like that. Did he maybe have a team come in? Did
Yeah.
he shoot his own?
Nah.
He had to have like a makeup artist on site for that.
I just love the fact that everybody, once pictures like this come out, everybody starts putting these pieces up, and they started putting all of the great leaders of the country that once had a mugshot. Dr. Martin Luther King. I mean, they were going to Gandhi. I was like, all right.
Yeah. When
now
I
you're
think of
going
Nelson
crazy.
Mandela, I think of Trump.
Yeah, I'm just
But
like,
then
now
look
you're
at the
going crazy.
charges on why everyone was arrested.
I'm like, all right, y'all going crazy now. But
While I was at the birthday party with Mariana Rivera, my cousin was telling me that he golfed behind Trump after he was out on bail, and they have to keep like a one-hole cushion, and obviously Secret Service is behind him the entire way.
yeah.
He said they could still see him a hole away though,
Mhm.
and he would just drive his golf cart right onto the green, right next to his ball,
He's such an ass.
like which is like the number one cardinal sin at golf courses. You can't drive the cart on the green. He drives directly, even if it's right next to the hole.
Mhm.
Park that shit. Sometimes he wouldn't even get out of the cart to putt
Mhm.
on the green.
Gangster.
Yeah, he's 6'3", 215 for sure. That was the biggest lie he tried to get off in this whole mugshot shit.
That he weighs 215.
What a crock of shit.
Did you see the thread on Twitter where they started comparing all the athletes
Yeah.
that are the exact height and weight?
It was like Lamar Jackson.
It was Aaron Rodgers.
No, Nah, y'all
Trump.
hating. What if he 215?
Yeah, he just carries it awkwardly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he always
It's
has
just all,
on a
it's
suit.
all in his fupa.
It's just gravity. It's fupa.
Yeah.
He's making a pretty penny off this mugshot, though. They're selling T-shirts that say "Never Surrender" on it with the photo,
Bumper stickers.
and they've made $7 million already since.
Well, you had to know that was going to happen.
Smart.
But
I
you
mean-
didn't do the science on his height and weight. That's all QAnon numbers. Because QAnon is now really into numerology. So all those add up to like whatever the letter Q is in the alphabet. You guys aren't doing the science.
I'm definitely not.
He was talking to the troops. And like if you go through the QAnon dictionary, whatever that added up to says like it's time to revolt, let's kill everyone. So like
That's what that meant?
Yeah.
Well, whatever
Q was ready.
whatever hoodie West Side decides to create behind that mugshot, I definitely want it.
This guy was in our mentions mall. People were saying this was
Niggers
you.
for Trumps.
Niggas for Trump?
I didn't see the ER there, but yeah.
Well, I mean, again, I never voted for Trump. I'm not voting for Trump, but I think it's entertaining. I think it's, these charges is bullshit, but okay. I'll be down with niggas for Trump. Why not?
You're the leader for sure.
I'm not the leader. See, that
Yeah,
dude
it's
voted for
crazy.
Trump. It's a difference. I didn't.
But I mean, I just hope Trump for his next debate or rally or whatever just walks out on bail or something.
Gangster.
Like that would be funny because at this point, the election is a circus already. So why not just add on to it and throw some Tupac in the mix?
The election is a circus. This whole, all these charges and arresting Donald Trump and all of this shit, all of this is a circus. I think that no matter what happens now, well, we all know he's not going to do any jail time. We don't even have to talk about that.
I doubt it.
But I think, honestly, he will win the presidency, though.
Can he pardon himself if he wins?
Kind of.
I don't even think he would need to pardon himself. For what?
I mean, yeah, if he actually has the charges and they try to put him in jail, he might be able to pardon himself. I don't know if there's rules within that.
He's not gonna see no jail time. None of these things are gonna stick. I understand why they arrested him, but none of these charges will stick.
I mean, we'll see where this goes. Of course, Trump obviously is the most popular human being in the United States, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I kind of see some of the steam letting up.
On Trump?
I think we're going to get the election for the first time where people were voting against Trump. That's why Biden won. I think people are going to start voting against Biden, and unfortunately, it's going to be Trump. I think that may reverse this year, but I do see the steam kind of letting off. And with the amount of candidates that are getting the attention on the Republican side, it may split up some of those votes.
Trump is still currently the favorite, by the way.
Trump is gonna win.
I think last I saw, he was at 62%.
The only way he doesn't win is because they're already saying that there's another lockdown coming. There's another wave of COVID coming.
Yeah.
So they're already starting this shit where polls may be closed again.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, just pay attention is all I'm saying.
Well, no, I don't think that strategy would be to have a false election with because if you wanted to steal election, you could do it with in-person votes too. Like just because you mailed them in didn't change anything as far as fraud goes. You could do fraud either way.
Yeah,
Either way,
I think if we have another lockdown, that gives Biden and other Democrats the excuse not to come outside and have to speak towards things. Because Biden hid for a while and was just going off the people hate Trump, so they're going to vote for me thing. Did a few interviews here and there, didn't want to do a debate, eventually had to do one. But I can see them trying to hide Biden
as much as possible
in the event that there's a new lockdown. That's why Biden can't talk to anyone. Because the more he talks, the less votes he's going to get. So that's where I see that coming. Not for election fraud, to make sure fucking Joseph Biden does not have to go out there.
I'm just waiting for their first debate.
I don't think we get one.
You think he'll fall asleep at the podium?
What?
I don't think we will get a Joe Biden, Donald Trump debate next year.
Why not?
I don't think the Democrats would ever put Biden in the line of fire like that.
They shouldn't.
I again, not a Trump guy
That's
at
fucked
all.
up.
Very against it. He will smoke
he can't
Joe
talk.
Biden.
That's
in a
fucked up.
debate.
That's fucked up. See, now we
Bro,
changing
he has
shit.
Dementia. Like they don't.
So
want
why
him
the
to talk
fuck is he
ever.
the president?
Oh,
Our
we
country's
agree with you.
stupid. No, I agree. I 100% agree with you. We're saying from the party's standpoint, it is in their best interest to keep him as far away from a debate podium stage as possible.
Oh, man, I'm on another fucking Trump.
And I think the Democrats are also banking on, which isn't a great strategy, the vice president debate with Kamala, because whoever Trump picks, that's going to be the big thing. They're going to have to get on the podium right away because they weren't his vice president before. And that's where I know the Democrats can be like, well, it should be the vices because they haven't spoke yet. And they're going to have Kamala go up there rather than Biden. I don't think we're going to get a single Biden debate.
I hope so, man. I want to see Trump and Biden get their shit off one last time. But if not, either way, we'll have to see what happens with the election. All of this charges and all this shit, it means nothing.
You said Trump versus Biden. I can't wait for Chris Christie versus Trump in a Republican debate.
Yikes.
Chris Christie's he's kind of been the only Republican that's extremely anti-Trump right now and is being very vocal. Others are teetering with it because they know they're probably not going to win and they still want to get a job with Trump afterwards.
I don't think
so. They're teetering the line. Christie's kind of on his like wild Jersey shit of saying whatever about Trump. I want to see that debate.
I don't think anybody wants to debate Trump at this point.
Chris Christie would. He wants to get his name up. He knows he can't win.
Well, I mean, Christie would do it because obviously, the attention, it brings a different platform to him. But at the end of the day, I think that anybody that stands in front of Trump is going to make them look stupid.
Why I'm paying attention mostly to the different party debates is this is their audition for once Trump only would have 4 more years left. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Biden's not going to go back and run. So this is for the world to see what's going to happen in the next 4 years.
You don't think Biden is going to run again?
No. If Biden loses this term,
okay. I thought you meant like
probably, unfortunately,
die. He'll probably die. Yeah,
yeah, gotcha.
So you're going to get a whole clean slate. No more Trump, no more Biden, no more Hillary. Like it'll be the first time I feel like in politics that the 4 big last names are not involved in this shit at all.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole new.
It's time for a whole new wave of people to lie to us anyway.
I mean, that's what we thought when Obama was coming, but then the Clintons came back and were like, nah, we're spinning the block.
Those Clintons, those damn Clintons.
But speaking of the United States, the World Games for track and field have been for the past, I think, 2-3 weeks.
Yep.
I've been following because, of course, I did run track at one point, and I love the World Championships. Noah Lyles kind of got on his high horse. For those that don't know, Noah Lyles won the 100-meter and 200-meter
and he was in the winning 4x1 too.
For the United States, he's kind of been, for the past few years, our best sprinter. I like him a lot. He's a good sprinter. He's not one of the greatest. He's a good young kid. Finally got his medals this World Championship, and then he got to talking. He had a podcast at that press conference.
Well, I mean, I think he made good points. He said basically, it kind of bothers him when, the NBA title is handed out and it says world champions, because his thing is the world champions of what? It's just the United States of America. It's just NBA. It's just basketball. And I think he made a good point. It's not like the NBA is competing against the Euro League and other leagues around the world. It's literally just the USA.
Well, the best players all over the world, where do they go?
Yeah, but it's not like the whole team is not from a particular country. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand what he's saying. It's just the NBA. And the NBA is not
say this.
The NBA is not a big sport like globally like people think it is. There's a lot of other countries where they don't. The most popular basketball player could walk down the street and people in the other country would have no idea who that is.
But what does that have to do with the competition? Because the NBA is the highest by far competition in the world for professional basketball.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
What league?
Wait, what league?
Listen, it's not as easy as it was before to go and beat these other teams around the world. It's not as easy.
Most of them still come here to the U.S.
No, because the NBA is the NBA. A lot of people dream of playing in the NBA. But when we talk about basketball teams from other countries, the USA doesn't just walk through these teams like they used to.
Yeah, that's because the international players from the NBA go back to play for their countries.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but there's not a single team in the NBA that's just full of players from one country. So I understand what Noah Lyles is saying. It's not the world.
So you could say the same thing about the World Series for MLB then?
Probably the same thing. It's probably the same thing. I understand what he's saying. It's different from the Olympics. The Olympics is literally the world. It's players and athletes representing each country, and we're all competing as a country. So I understand what he's saying. He made a good point.
All these teams have different blends of people from different countries. Do you have to have them segregated for that point to be made?
Well, I think that's what he's saying is literally it's just the world title, the world championship. Is what he doesn't like.
Like, why did
he hate?
It could be NBA champions. It could just be NBA champions.
He brought it up. I think a reporter asked him about it.
I give track athletes a lot of credit because there's not that many slots the way there is with other professional sports. Like you get drafted 4th round in the NFL, have a great career, be able to develop. You could even become a Hall of Famer that way. Mm-hmm. With track, there is really only 5 slots for your country if you're lucky to get on a relay team. And then outside of that, it's 1 or 2 at most. Like the odds are insane for the amount of people that run track and the amount of people that can be Olympians.
Yeah.
Very small compared to any other sport. But that doesn't mean the competition is the same. Like, I'm not trying to shit on Noah Lyles because I like him and I think he's a very talented sprinter. He's running in an era that some would say is extremely diluted compared to the generation before him. Like, if you look through Usain Bolt, Tyson Gay, Johan Blake, Asafa Powell, Justin Gatlin, those are the top 5 100-meter runners of all time, ever.
And they all
5 of them ran against each other.
Yep.
So Noah Lyles, who is, I think, 15th on this list or 16th, is, yes, he's the world champion. But Tyson Gay smokes him and was never a world champion the way Noah Lyles is because he was running against better competition.
Oh well, now
So
you're trying to make him a prisoner of
But I'm saying
error?
yes,
Well,
because if you have the nerve to talk about the NBA, like, how are they not world champions when every single year is the highest form of competition from the world?
Because the name on the jersey is the Golden State Warriors, not USA. The name on the jersey is the New York Knicks, not the United States of America.
When Kevin Durant or like when LeBron James wins a championship, they're going against some of the greatest players in NBA history. Every single champion that we look like, Jordan played against some of the greatest ever. LeBron played against some of the greatest ever. Had to go through fucking the Golden State Warriors that broke the single season record.
Mm-hmm.
Only Tyson Gay, Johan Blake, Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, Justin Gatlin could really talk that type of shit when it comes to track. They ran against the best of the best and had to be the best. Noah Lyles is not running against anywhere close to the competition, whereas when LeBron James has to get a ring, he has to go through fucking legends.
Yeah, but that's
a world champion.
But y'all make the argument about Jordan versus
plumbers.
LeBron all the time, though. Like, y'all say that, oh, well, LeBron couldn't match up with Jordan, or these people from this era had it easier, these people from this era had it harder. You could say that with any sport.
Okay, but see, we can debate that, and that makes both of those eras great because it is an actual conversation. There's no conversation in Noah Lyles' competition right now compared to Tyson Gay's.
And
no debate.
But I don't
know
think
that
that's-
era
But
was.
that's not fair because they were accusing them of juicing back then anyway. There's people
Whoa,
that
not one person on this list except for Justin Gatlin at one point has been accused of taking steroids.
They accused you saying all the time. They
Usain
say
Bolt
he didn't
did
get
not take-
called.
Did not take steroids.
I didn't say that
He ate some
did,
yams.
but I'm saying that there are people who accuse
He has the
him
same
that
height
he
and weight as
never-
Donald Trump.
Hockey and
Didn't
salt
take
food.
A lot of yams. To Rory's point, though, this is what's beautiful about track. It's so black and white. It's a time. It's definitive.
It's the
you
purest
can
sport in the world.
speculate over NBA talent, what era is better, what was harder. This is 100 meters.
Yeah.
You can take the guy from the 50s, the guy that ran it last week. It doesn't change. That's a 100-meter strip.
Well,
100 meters is
So let's
it
look at his time.
It does change with electronic timing.
All right, fine. Yeah, and then like
And
fine,
when-
at most
when they
yeah,
calculated
a
against
headwind,
the
but
wind.
even within the headwind, there's regulations that can qualify whether or not those times are eligible for like world records and moments like that.
I think that
That's
y'all
all
just missing.
factored in.
I think y'all just missing Noah's point.
too.
His point was literally just the world championship on the NBA trophy. Just the world. Because when it's the EuroLeague, it says EuroLeague champions. It doesn't say world champions. So I understand what he's saying. Like
we
it's
won the
not,
world war. Give us the fucking
It's
world
not.
title.
It's not. It's.
Shut
I
up.
understand what he's saying.
But to me, that's like a marketing thing because
Right.
we don't say the
call it
say the
World
NBA championship. We don't say the MLB championship.
Yeah.
It was called the World Series.
World Series.
because it was America's game. No one else was really playing it. Obviously, now we know in DR, Japan, there's
Japan goes
incredible
crazy.
leagues, but
Mhm.
it's still the World Series because for the most part, the best players play in the MLB.
Yeah.
And there's no difference with that with the NBA.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's still not. I understand what you're saying. The players, yes, but just the team, the representation is local. It's cities. It's New York. It's Brooklyn. It's
Yeah, but
OKC.
but that's going mad literal now.
No, we
that's
have the Toronto Raptors.
well, there you go. See, that's
that
actually
makes
a great
that
point.
makes world.
That's actually a great point. Yeah.
That is the world.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
America plus Canada.
I understand what Noah was saying. I just think that he may have just worded it wrong, maybe.
He
But
just
I
shows a
understand.
weird time.
I understand what he's saying. It's kind of like this: the Olympics and the World Games. Like this is the world. This is like people from all over the world representing a flag, carrying the flag, representing the country, competing against each other. Like so, I understand what he's saying. And correlation to the NBA is literally just the United States and cities in the U.S. Like so.
I just see, and to close, I can see why someone like a Kevin Durant could feel a way about that based off the competition he has had to face his entire NBA career to become a champion.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't feel like that's comparable to what the current track state is right now. So I'd be like, hey, maybe you should just be quiet. Like,
But you talking you talking about competition though.
yeah,
I'm not talking
that's
about
the world.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the level of competition. I'm talking about literally, I understand what he's saying as far as the trophy saying world champions or them branding whoever wins the NBA title as world champions when you literally just played other cities in the United States. Again, it's just like the EuroLeague. I don't think the EuroLeague trophy says world champions on it. I think it says EuroLeague champions.
And I don't think you could take away from, yes, Noah Lyles may not be going against the people of the past. He might not have that competition, but right now he can say that he is the fastest man in the world.
No matter
he
what.
He can say whatever the fuck he wants to say.
Get his shit off. This is his time. He can get his shit
And
off.
shout out to Shakira
No,
for being
I'm
the
a
fastest
supporter.
woman in the world as well.
I've always fucked with
Shakira,
Lil
see,
Shakira. I did not say Shakira. I
said
said
Shakira,
Shakira.
right?
Shakira.
I said
You're a
Shakira.
Shakira?
You said her hips were cooking?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Guys
Shakira is the
don't lie.
fastest woman in the world right now. So shout out to her as well.
Is she?
Well, that's
Yes,
not.
she is.
She
Yeah, she
won.
is.
All right, so
She won
the world championships aren't usually for time because they're in between Olympic training. They try to peak at Olympics. That's why
Yeah.
you get more world records at the Olympics than you do World Games. This is for medals, places. Like
Mhm.
people just want to win.
Mhm.
That's why no one's really looking at times like that. Like I don't even think Noah got even to his PR.
But when
with
you do the worlds, they still recognize that you are if you win gold, you are the fastest woman in the world. As of now, you are the fastest woman
At
and
the
the
moment.
fastest man in the world. That might change at Olympics, but as of right now,
It will change.
they are the fastest.
Other news, former Navy SEAL Robert O'Neill is the guy that killed Osama bin Laden. He allegedly fired the fatal shots. He was arrested in Texas for public intoxication. I thought that was absolutely fucking crazy. If it's anyone that deserves to drink a beer and walk outside drunk, it's the guy that allegedly killed Osama
He
bin
looks like Peach's brother.
I just think it's funny that someone with like that type of training and how loose the laws are in Texas would get arrested for intoxication.
Yeah, that's
Everyone's publicly intoxicated.
like if there's an American that deserves to be drunk in public, it's this gentleman.
Yeah.
It's Robert O'Neill.
What do we think he did? He's also has a misdemeanor charge, assault causing bodily injury, and a Class C misdemeanor charge of public intoxication. So
He
maybe
punched
assault.
someone?
It sounds like
They
he
had a
assaulted
fight.
someone.
Yeah, he had a
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
It was a bar fight. Sounds like a bar fight.
And this is why I don't get in bar fights. Like he may not be presented right now as the crazy Navy SEAL in gear guy.
Mhm.
He may just look like a regular dude at the bar.
Yeah.
And someone got a little mouthy and didn't realize SEAL Team 6 was sitting at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's crazy.
like if I'm at a
that's
bar,
why I don't underestimate anybody.
like if I'm at a bar and I'm drunk and I killed Osama bin Laden, nobody should be able to tell
Talk
me
to me
shit.
nice.
Yeah, don't talk
Yeah.
don't talk crazy to me.
Well, it looks like he has a little record here. So he was reportedly banned from Delta after refusing to wear a mask. Okay, we get
He
it.
shouldn't have to wear a mask.
That's a good patriot.
You voted
Yeah.
for Trump. And then he was also busted for driving drunk. He has a DUI in
Yeah,
Montana from
that shit fucked him up.
2016. So
Listen,
I'm not an
man.
advocate of
There
drinking
was
and
an
driving,
episode
but you're in
of
Montana.
Scandal,
Like,
like-
was there any other cars on the road?
Yeah, was it rush hour? What's rush hour in Montana look like?
Did he go off the beaten path?
Yeah, like come on, Robert O'Neill deserves. If it's anybody that can have a beer and you know, I mean, you don't
And
want to drive
drive.
drunk, but I mean, it just sounds like he had a bar fight and you know he was drinking and got arrested.
And it's also like when they get mad at like the tigers in the circus for attacking people, and it's like
Tiger,
it's,
one
it's
tiger.
it's a tiger.
Yeah,
It's going to attack people.
yeah. That's
What
it
do
does.
we think the most highly trained in combat human being in America is
It's gonna
going to do when someone gets mouthy?
Somebody gets a little mouthy at the bar and I'm drunk. Like, come on, this is Robert O'Neill.
I've been trained to go
Yeah.
more than anybody on earth.
Right.
Literally trained to go. Not the
Trained to
shit
go.
y'all be talking
Yeah.
about. Like, I done killed American enemy number one. Like,
Yeah.
I killed him. Like, come on.
killing Osama is
allegedly.
fucking hard.
He's
Allegedly.
Nah, I don't think it's alleged. Even though I did read,
Because what if me and you shoot at the same time?
Well,
I don't know
that-
if that's my bullet that hit him or yours. Like,
that was the big controversy because I did read some of excerpts from the book, and there have been unidentified Navy SEALs that haven't like put their names out that suggested that he did pull the trigger and there was bullets from his gun in there, but multiple people shot Osama,
Mhm.
and they weren't sure which was the lethal
that's what I
bullet,
said.
and they were a little upset. Like I guess civilian, I don't know the code, that they're not supposed to talk about that stuff regardless. And if you're also gonna talk about it and break that code, don't walk out like you was the only one
Yeah.
that went. Even though I've heard his interviews and he's like, it was the team. Like the guys that flew the helicopter were way more important than me just pulling a trigger. Like
Yeah.
anyone could have pulled the trigger. So he's not like on that time, but
He did it.
I don't know, man. If
at least
I'm
he
in
was listening to game.
If I'm in that situation, I'm saying I did it. Fuck it.
Same. Fuck it.
Like, Yo, bro, I was in the foxhole. I shot him.
I just love that.
We know you're gonna take
That we know
Hell yeah.
Game to have some of the rapper Game to have some of the craziest lies in hip hop history. That's kind of why we love him. Like,
Mhm.
what lie are you going to say next? And the one lie he wasn't lying about was that guy was listening to Game on his way into the helicopter to go kill Osama.
That's sick.
Because when Game said it, we were like, "Oh, you're at a new peak now." They was listening to Game when when Osama was killed.
Well, if he was listening to the One Blood remix, it just ended.
Bruh.
Just ended when he got arrested.
I think it was they're from the Red album or something. It was Game and Wayne. I forgot the name of the song, but he did confirm on like multiple interviews over the past however many years because this guy is on YouTube.
As an
with
artist,
every-
that has to be crazy to hear that.
My Life?
that story.
No, it wasn't My Life.
No.
It was one of those crazy
Red Nation.
Red Nation. Thank you.
That's a great record.
I mean, if you're gonna go kill,
You have to listen to
We're
Red.
gonna go kill a world leader.
Yeah, you have to listen to Red Nation. It's only right.
killing Osama would be crazy.
Him killing you would be crazier.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was downtown that day,
Didn't they say they put damn Rory?
Fuck.
Didn't they say they like threw his body in the water or some shit?
yeah, they threw it. Allegedly, depends if you're a conspiracy theorist or not. But yeah, they didn't want to have like a grave where martyrs would end up just using his grave site as a place to cause more violence.
Yeah.
So they threw it in the middle of the ocean,
Wow.
which makes sense.
Yeah.
But like,
I don't believe him. I don't believe none of that.
You think?
I mean, they're doing submarines to go see the Titanic. Get me in one of them submarines
Yeah,
to go
look
see,
how that went.
see Osama at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
I'm cool.
I'm cool.
Keke Palmer, what's going on with Keke Palmer?
Rory, give my apology, please.
What apology do I need to give you?
The same one that when you wrote in the group chat when it allegedly he was taking her for the kid and taking her for all her money.
Mhm.
You said, Demaris, you owe me an apology. Can I get my apology, Mr.? No, she's going to make it worse. She's going to fuck up their relationship. The kid is going to be unhappy and have a broken home. No, give me my apology. Because
No.
I told you that she probably got not permission from him, but he probably knew that shit was going on and that she wasn't wrong for it.
I
So-
will not give you an apology because what this clearly appears to be is he was the bigger man, put everything aside
Talk
for
about
his
it.
family,
Talk about it.
That's
forgave her for all the bullshit.
Men
This
rights.
is a man right
That's
here.
right.
He
This
deserves
is
it.
a grown man that knows priorities.
right.
He forgave her for, hey, if Jesus can forgive, he can work on it as well.
fact.
Turn the other cheek, King.
He
Yes.
deserves $8K a month.
He did that for his family. So
That's
I'm not
family.
going to apologize. I'm going to
So just to be clear, they are
I'm going to
together.
support this man.
So a lot of people are saying that, but they didn't say that in that clip.
Well, she spent Keke Palmer and her baby father or ex-boyfriend, whatever you want to call him. They spent her birthday together, and people are speculating that they're still together.
He called her his partner in crime. He said, my partner in crime.
Well,
I'm going
yes,
that
because the crime of the child support that she is going to take from him. She's a criminal in the custody of the child. And Demaris, I can't believe you didn't realize what was happening right here.
Right.
He
Break it
rightfully so took the child back from a very dangerous situation
Toxic.
of Keke being next to Usher,
You right.
got full custody, and out of the kindness of his heart, brought their child to her just for her birthday.
Okay.
I'm sure there's lawyers and police officers on the other side of this camera.
Mhm.
This was definitely by the courts allowed. And he's a kind guy that said, hey, you can see your child for a few hours on your birthday.
Love
I'm
it.
sure this was supervised. I would hope it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
I
it
mean,
is.
it's on live.
They're
so it's
absolutely still together.
100%.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They're still together.
Yeah.
You don't have this type
Absolutely.
of birthday lunch or whatever it is, and y'all are not on great terms with each other.
On live.
What no one is talking about is probably how obnoxious and annoying that must have been to the other patrons in that restaurant. I hate when people go on live at restaurants. Like,
I mean,
shut
they
up.
don't look like the tables don't look like they were too close to anyone else.
And it's the same as if we're having a conversation.
No, it's not. When people get on live, their voices go higher.
They're
They start
loud.
reading
It's
comments. They don't know.
Demaris, yeah.
They have no idea. They get more animated.
As long as your table ain't too close to mine, I don't care about that
Yeah,
shit.
have your
Maul.
big one. Just like when people get annoyed when people record content. Why does it bother you so much?
It's
Like,
As long as you don't come to my table with that shit.
exactly. Like if
You know
I'm
the
at my
content you
table
want, but
creating
don't
content, why does it bother
don't try to make me a part of your content creation, like, and do no prank shit. Don't play that game with me.
Yeah. Then it's
Well,
SEAL Team
Keke
6.
also made this birthday post about her 30th.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this?
He didn't make that. She posted that.
No, I'm
right?
saying she did.
Well, she I don't know if she put
But
tanning oil
who
on
applied it?
I think
know.
that might have been a photo that was just sent to Peach and he added 30 to the cheeks.
I can see that happening.
I think that's a Photoshop.
30 yams.
That looks like a good Photoshop.
Is this like in like correlation with the whole dress she wore at Usher's thing with her cheeks being out?
It
Is
appears that
kinda
they're
like-
leaning into.
Well,
leaning into the-
Usher's the top comment here, so
Yo, Usher is a menace. I love that.
He just saying happy birthday. That's his people.
Usher still has not done anything wrong.
He know, man. That's a friend of his.
You didn't money bag this one, Mal?
I don't follow Keke.
Wow.
Why
Is that fucked up? Should I
A
follow?
little bit,
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Should
You follow Tay Diggs, but you don't follow Keke.
How does that
Follow who?
correlate?
You definitely follow Tay Diggs.
That's hilarious.
It's a wild follow.
I follow Tay Diggs.
And
Do I?
Terry Crews.
I didn't know he follows Tay Diggs.
Do I?
Those are two insane follows.
Mal, you definitely
I
follow.
love.
Wait, who
putting
else?
Tay
Terry
Diggs
Crews?
on
Terry
people.
Crews.
I don't follow Terry. Don't do that.
He's in your close friends.
No, don't do that. I don't follow Terry Crews.
I
I'm
love
not doing
putting
that.
Tay
Crews
Diggs on
boys.
people's
Call him
jacket.
Tay Tay.
He's in Terry Crews' close friends.
Are you really?
Is it Tay Diggs Insta?
What?
Wait, you follow a fan
I don't follow-
fan account?
No, this is
You don't even follow the official Tay Diggs
No,
one?
this is one-
Follow a Stan account?
1.5 million. I don't know if that's his account or not. I don't follow Tay. Yo, where you get that from? Why you putting that on? No, don't do that. See, I don't follow Tay.
Wait, you really don't?
No, I don't. I don't.
That's a
think I do.
wild name to just put on him. Where'd you pull Tay Diggs from?
Yeah, it's Tay Diggs and stuff.
No, I don't follow Tay Diggs.
That's funny as fuck.
Why would you put that on me? I don't
I'm
follow no
still
fucking
judging
Tay
you a
Diggs.
little bit that you had to go and check and not know right away.
No,
that you
I
didn't
just
follow
didn't-
Tay Diggs.
I didn't know. I was like, wait, I followed. That's one of those things where I don't even know if I follow him.
Were you like, maybe you wanted like Best Man holiday updates for the series that was coming out?
No, I'm
And you
cool.
just,
Was that
he
new
said
shit
stay
coming
tuned,
out?
so you followed?
No, I'm cool.
Ugh.
I don't want to
If
follow.
you said follow for a follow back, would you do it?
Yeah.
No, I would block him. I would absolutely block him if he
I
told
tell
me.
you.
That. Yo, what the fuck is up with Miguel?
Dude, I
He's
don't
an
know.
artist.
Miguel, listen. So Miguel had a album listening or whatever this was. This was album listening, right?
Mhm.
He
Something
had
along the lines.
he had an album listening performance for his album, and he had his back pierced
Huh.
and was hanging from his flesh on hooks. I guess this is something we've never seen before as far as an album with an artist.
I'm sure some
Rock
Gothic
artists,
rock.
yeah, some probably did this. Miguel, I know one thing: this album better be good.
It's not. It's not gonna be.
But all of this shit, you can't do shit like this in the album. Like, what are we hearing about the album? People was there. Were they tweeting about it? Did they say it was good? Did they say the album sounds great? All we know is that Miguel was hanging from his shoulders.
Oh God.
So what is this called exactly? Because this is like a genre, right? Where people like hang from their skin.
Yeah.
It's
Isn't it?
torture something, I believe.
Miguel has been gone for a while. We know he was going through a
It's-
breakup and then they got back together. Who knows? Who cares? But he may have picked up other hobbies in that downtime.
Body suspension.
Body
Maybe to spice up the
suspension,
relationship
yeah.
as well. Maybe that's how they got back on track. And he's just, fusing two worlds together. He was an amazing R&B artist. Now he's a trapeze artist from his flesh. And now it's just married. Like,
Well, I think he still has PTSD from when he tried to do the split over
Fam, that shit was
fan and
hilarious.
ended up head chopping her.
if only his flesh was attached to
That
it.
ruined his career.
So now he chose to just elevate above the stage, but he doesn't have to kick anybody in the neck. So I understand where he's going. Being progressive.
I'm a huge Miguel fan, so I have faith that there is good music here. I hope.
I mean,
But I
Miguel
hope it doesn't match. I hope the sound,
is not goth.
yeah, like I hope this is actually one of his new hobbies and not something when he was making the album. He's like, all right, let me just suspend from my back flesh.
This
Because it
is
sounds like Hot Topic.
this is not R&B though.
Well, I don't know.
No.
This is R&B.
This ain't R&B.
Back suspension and all it. This is not R&B.
This is heavy metal.
No, it's a metaphor hanging on by a thread.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Ew,
You know what I'm
Lord.
saying?
They say it's called the suicide hang, so it could be a double entendre.
And he tried his little Prince album before, so now he's just taking it to a new level.
Yeah, I just hope the music is good. That's all I'm saying. I like Miguel. I think he's dope. But I just did the music at the end of the day. All of this, the performance and going viral for hanging from your shoulders, we get it. But if the music isn't good, all of this is for what?
I
That's
just
my- that's my-
gotta know what was playing in the back row when you're like that.
That's what I'm saying. We don't even know what people were saying about the music. Like, we didn't get anything. Well, I didn't see
Like you can't sing Adorn like that.
No,
Right.
that doesn't call
That's
for that.
sick.
You don't get candles in the sun with that record.
Blowing
Nah.
in the wind.
It's- He's blowing in the wind.
A TV legend, somebody that most of us 80s babies grew up with in our homes, on our televisions for years, Bob Barker, host of Price is Right, TV icon, passes away at the age of 99. And I saw a great quote from somebody on Twitter that said, look at him, even in his death, he didn't go over $1.
That's sick.
So I thought
Yeah, I
that was
saw
dope.
Over 100.
That's funny.
I thought
like
that was
it.
dope.
Yeah, that was like MF Doom passing on Halloween. It
Just something about it.
The
It's just
universe-
like, okay, that's just universe kind of like winking at us a little bit. But yeah, Bob Barker was definitely a guy that I remember being on the TV. I'm sure many people grew up with their parents and their grandparents watching Bob Barker on The Price is Right. Everyone yelling at their television. So, losing him is like losing a piece of your childhood, your history with your family growing up. So rest in peace and condolences to Bob Barker and his family.
And congratulations to him for living such a long life.
Word.
It's like I always, when people pass at like a certain age, they get, it's like, wow, like congratulations and thank God that you got to live for that long. That isn't a loss. That's like,
living that long and making that much of an impact.
Yeah.
Being that much of a presence in people's lives, old and young.
To Demaris's point, what age do you give someone that grace?
Of what?
What's the threshold of saying you lived a long life?
I feel like 80.
I feel like, past 85.
Anything over 85, I think is like...
80 is not young. Young?
It's not old. Like, there's youthful 80-year-olds. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying, 85.
It's all about how
president.
you feel, man. I mean, the age is
Get up
the
the bench
age.
and run the country.
The age is the age, but it's all about, like a friend of mine, he lost his dad recently, and that was the first death in his family for somebody, I think, under 90.
Wow.
Like he has great grandparents that are like 103, 104. Like one of his grands doesn't even know how old she is. Like forgot. Like she's that old.
Alex Jones supplements? Like, what are they?
No, they're just people that live in the Dominican Republic that do
children.
day-to-day things, farming, doing their own crop, eating off the land. Like people that
way
are
you're
just
supposed to.
active. People that are just active day to day. And it's like his great grandmother they forgot how old she is.
That's crazy.
Because they
like
lost her birth certificate. It's just like, yeah, that's just, when you think about it, it's like, damn, but still active. Like not in a bed, not in a home, like with a home attendant, like still wake up and be in the field, like, farming, picking their crops, their tomatoes, avocados and shit. Like it's crazy to live that old and still be that active, but it just goes to show it's all about how you feel.
And
Let me ask y'all a question. Take kids out of it.
okay.
Because of course people want to see their kids grow up, grandkids, etc. You have no kids. Would you rather the Kobe life or the average to 85, 90 life?
Ooh.
Give me average 85 to 90.
85 to 90.
Yeah, the time is the most valuable thing.
Yeah.
Take time.
Give me average 85 to 90.
But what about some people that
I answered you already.
could
Give me average 85 to 90.
maximize life and legacy within 45 years to as someone that may not do much at all?
Yeah, but 40
But do you-
They're just around.
But
what if
if you could ask Kobe,
They're
I'm
just a
sure that
consumer.
he would say that he didn't maximize his life and
Yeah.
legacy. He probably had so many other.
Oh no,
things
I'm
that
not
he
saying
wanted
Kobe
to do.
would have chose to continue to live. I'm just saying those two scenarios of someone that maximizes what they feel their purpose could be. And I'm not using Kobe because Kobe had kids. Like,
Oh, yeah.
come on.
But
Way fucking
we
different.
know what you mean.
Maximizing your purpose, living a full life within 45 years as opposed to a drawn out, just a consumption life.
Yeah, but
like you just came here and
Nah, because what if my back nine is strong? Like, what if my first 9 to
Exactly.
45 is kind of like,
Exactly.
but then my back nine is lit.
I mean,
Hey.
or what if you just caused more traffic?
Rory.
That's
Everybody means something to somebody.
That's not true.
That's
Some of these niggas can go. Some of these niggas walking around here, they can go. Trust me. Nobody gives a fuck.
I was a little upset that COVID took out amazing grandparents instead of a few young people that deserve to go.
It's a few of these niggas
I
at
went to Coney
35.
Island and I said COVID didn't do enough. That was my consensus. So
Well, you've seen too many black people.
A lot
You
of
know how you
people
feel about
go.
that.
Oh, my gosh.
yeah.
Get it. Also, rest in peace to Cephas Jones. Hopefully I didn't butcher the middle name. He played William Hill on one of the most iconic, most legendary, one of the greatest shows ever in television history with This Is Us. He passed away also last week. So prayers and condolences to the Jones family. Great actor, great character. That character was so intricate in that being one of the best shows that we have ever seen. So rest in peace to Ron Jones and condolences to his family.
For sure. And I don't mean to double back on this topic, but
It's fun.
I'm thinking about it more now. With the era we're in, I might choose the Kobe side. Like when my
we know you hate yourself.
grandfather, no, not in that regard. That's separate. We're taking away my suicidal bias.
Okay.
Take out my chemical imbalance.
Suicidal bias is hilarious.
The things like my grandfather saw from when he was born to 2021 when he passed was an incredible chunk of world history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This era is looking a little shaky. I don't know if I want to see what's going to happen in the next 50 years.
I do.
I do.
I want to see it.
It's getting a little spooky out there.
I want to see where it's
I
going.
might want to maximize the time that I have in this hypothetical scenario and get out of here before the wildfires hit Manhattan.
But I'm sure, I'm sure your grandfather at one point in his life felt the same exact way. When technology started to take over and other things like that, like I'm sure he felt the same exact. A black man became president. Like I'm sure he felt the same way.
He was way more excited for JFK.
That's what I'm saying. Like he probably saw Obama and was like, I might have to get the fuck up out of here.
Country's going to shit.
Yeah, like.
No, ironically, my grandfather was a very liberal Democrat. My father is way less progressive than my grandfather. It's weird how that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
It skips a generation.
Yeah. Because I'm so liberal. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. This is getting spooky. If you study history, yeah, it was shaky back then, but it's fucking nuts now.
I mean, I think every generation says that.
Yeah.
I remember my mother saying that when I was like 16. You kids these days. Now I'm saying the same shit. Like, yo, these little drill niggas is crazy. It's the same. It's just handed down.
Watching Oppenheimer, that era was nuts. Hitler was going crazy. They were about to drop bombs over fucking Japan.
Yeah, like we had
Pearl
it pretty
Harbor
good.
happened. Like that was the most lit. They legit thought the world was going to end.
But we have all those threats, like plus 2023 bullshit.
But like every day.
Yeah, but like nothing happens, bro. Imagine if we dropped an atomic bomb right now in 2023. What that would do on in internet world. If we just how about that island in Japan where none of these people did anything wrong? Let's just kill everyone there.
Well, I think they now have other strategies that are similar to the effects of dropping a nuke. Just
like COVID?
A slower kill.
Oh.
Yeah.
And a slower way of keeping people alive, but also keeping them
controlling people.
Controlled, yeah.
Rory,
they might as well be dead.
I know you said that you're taking your suicidal bias out of it, but I think in that what you're leaving in is not really an appreciation for life.
No, I have a great appreciation for life. It's just I can see what's coming, and it's very uncertain for humanity, not just like a specific person. I just think we're all.
I like that though. I like the uncertainty sometimes. I think to me that's some reason to want to go forward.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know. Like I want to find out. I want to see it.
You're gonna die eventually.
Yeah, like we all gonna die eventually. I want to see though what's next. Like what's around the corner. Don't tell me like yo, it's get crazy around the corner. I'm like, all right, cool. Like,
and if it get too crazy for me, I'll just you know. What I'm
but
saying?
what's too crazy?
I love uncertainty too, but not when we probably are going to have the least amount of control over our own lives than any point in history.
How do you know that?
What?
All right, cool.
What do you mean? You have complete autonomy. What do you mean you don't have control over your life?
It's cool.
No, what do you
He's
mean by
controlled by
what do you know? Like literally, what do you mean by
What
that?
nanobots are in your body right now?
You control your
with
life.
nanobots.
I mean, I'm not vaccinated, so I don't know.
That's true. Thanks.
That tinfoil hat is on, baby.
I'll just say it, man.
Yo, I saw something.
I'm going to be quiet for now. I don't want to start saying shit to have the internet saying how irresponsible I am for my platform because I don't have any facts. That's what I'm saying. I'm just observing, and it feels like we're losing control by the day, and I'm not on the radical right QAnon level of that. Just on a human level.
Well, we definitely lost control over our brains and our thoughts. Like when it comes to a lot of we're force fed so much information because of all the platforms we're exposed to. Like back in the day, I'm sure they had a lot more free will in their thinking, but we're forced. Like I just said earlier, I'm so tired of being advertised to. Every single second I am being advertised to in some way. Like am I the only one that feels like it's gotten out of control?
I'm gonna drop an ad right here.
You know, use code RoryNMal for life.
for life.
For everything.
Yeah.
For life. But yeah, I get what Rory's saying.
I was looking at something online I thought was interesting and I almost hit the group chat with it. Because we were talking about like pets and owning cats and dogs a couple weeks ago. Do you know that your cat, if you die in your house, your cat will start eating you within like 45 minutes?
That's so
45
not
minutes
true, bro.
is excessive.
45.
No, they studied this.
Because you be sleeping for longer than 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Like, what are you talking about?
They can smell the difference.
But it's different in like
the body doesn't decompose in 45 minutes.
But a cat will know. A cat or a dog or any animal will know if you're dead.
Okay, but it's not like dinner's ready.
But
Like,
this
not how it works.
Hungry man meal.
this is what the study was saying. The study was saying even dogs that
Who did the study?
I mean, well, people die in their homes all the time.
I feel like I would know way more about we'd hear way more cases if within 45 minutes of every cat owner dying, their body was eaten.
That's a real question people would have.
No, it's like a real thing. I saw
It's
it
a
on the
real
timeline,
thing.
too.
Like,
I can believe that it happened. I don't know about it.
It says if they have no other source of food and water. So
but it was saying even
Cats go mad
It was
long without
no. It was saying even dogs when they got into homes of people that had passed away and they were pet owners. Some of the dogs even had full bowls of food and water available.
Oh.
They still ate their owners.
You guys think Baisley would eat me?
100%.
For sure.
she gets sick though. You know,
Nah,
not much to eat, but still.
Baisley would just lick my face.
Nah, that's how it starts.
Yeah.
It starts with the licking and then it starts with the nibbling and then it just continues.
So Baisley's just been sizing me up this entire time with
100%.
licks, just waiting for me to pass.
I mean, it's just kind of, just measuring like, hey, you still here?
Yeah.
You still alive? If not, I'm going to start nibbling and then the nibble turns into just taking off pieces of flesh at a time.
Well, this finding says forensic researchers unintentionally captured footage of 2 feral cats feasting on human corpses. Feral's different. A, because they're Irish.
True.
And B, no, it's like but they grow up in a different environment. They're not fed routinely. Like I can't see a house cat being like, oh shit, Betty died, dinner time.
I'm trying to tell you, it's a thing that happens. It's a thing that happens. Plenty of times, like police officers, firefighters have to break into homes. That hasn't happened in a while either, though. Like we talked about that. Like I don't know if y'all ever lived in a building and one of your neighbors died in the building, in the apartment, and y'all smelled like. Have you ever your dad's a landlord, so
Yeah, for sure.
right?
That's got to be.
That doesn't happen often anymore.
Not as often, but most people have personal care now, so like they'll.
Not only that, most people it's like, if you call somebody's cell phone and they're not answering,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, somebody go check on him. Back in the day, it was like nobody really called your house phone all the time, like and if you didn't answer, thought that something was wrong.
You could disappear for 4 days and
It wasn't
a thing.
It wasn't an out of this world type of thing. Now, if you're not posting on social media, you're not doing this, nobody's heard from you, I saw you. Back in the 80s, 90s, I remember a few times walking in my building and you smell it immediately like, yo, damn, something died, like somebody's dead.
Yep.
These are instances where police have to now break in the door. Some of these people have pets and they've seen that sometimes the pets even like eat so much of their body, they decapitate the people.
Damn. ISIS cat.
It's crazy.
ISIS cats.
They're saying these feral cats found their way into a research facility in Colorado and were eating corpses. So it must have been some sort of morgue or mortician thing.
No, I'm talking about like homeowners.
Yeah.
In home,
But,
not this.
You sound like cats that got into like some bath salt.
Nah,
Like,
just get rid of
they got
basic.
the zombie, the zombie gene.
Now you gotta
remember we were
get rid
scared of bath
Baisley,
salt
man.
people for like that was like a good chunk of time.
It used to be. I still am.
Understandably.
I was
Understandable.
horrified.
They said it ate the soft tissue of the left shoulder.
Thank you so much.
That's cool.
Julian.
Probably tastes all right. You think human flesh tastes good?
Baisley's too pussy. I don't think Baisley wouldn't even try to like take any of my flesh. Her teeth aren't.
She'd
sharp
still be
enough.
scratching the door for the treats.
Yeah, she would
For sure.
Okay.
And she has such a specialty diet. Like she's so bougie that she may take like one little nibble and be like, no,
Ugh.
give me my $400
Red wine,
Ollie
chicken,
food.
and rice. Ugh, I'm good.
What? Did you say that's what Rory would taste like?
Not even a red wine guy.
He's a Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah.
Cheez-Its.
Sauvignon Blanc and Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
That's what Rory's
Baisley's
for.
gotten into my wine before. She's had some Savi by accident.
It's
Sick.
good to give your pets a little wine every now and then.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
This
just
is
great.
how we get demonetized.
Yeah.
Music.
Anyways, new music. It was another good new music Friday. Victoria Monet's album came out, which Julian and I were bumping in the studio all Friday. 2 straight men writing sketches.
I lit a
Listen-
candle.
Listen to Victoria.
Doing butterfly kisses.
Maul, you wish you were there?
I would do butterfly
I
kiss.
promise you I don't.
Did you listen to the album though?
I did. I listened to the album. Another dope project from Victoria. Again, I'm just happy that she's getting the looks and the recognition that I always thought Victoria was dope, but now it seems like everybody is catching on to her. So
Yeah.
great project. Again, great video for On My Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Or I Look Good is what it's called.
What's the sample from?
No, but what is the name of the song?
I'm on mama.
Oh, my mama.
Yeah, On My Mama. So yeah, shout out to Victoria Monet. Jaguar 2 available now on your DSPs. Download that. Support a talented artist.
Also, James Fauntleroy, Terrace Martin put out their joint project, Nova, which is fire.
I love it.
7 records, like a perfect just throw on.
Two great musicians.
Don't need to skip. It's cool to hear James over jazz infused instrumentals. Like it's just a dope project. Robert Glasper produced on one of them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of like the cooler projects of the year. Some
Yeah.
quick EP shit that you would always throw on in any setting. It wasn't last Friday, but the Friday before. Russ's album Santiago is fire.
Good project.
Anyone got around to it.
Good project. Shout out to Russ. I seen he was talking about they were trying to say he didn't sell the amount of units that he did sell. He was talking about it on social media. Just the struggles of an independent artist wanting to strictly be independent and very successful. Sometimes you run into the machine problems.
Yeah.
Of the machine not backing you, and then not having to play by the rules that the machine plays by when you're independent. But shout out to Russ, Santiago, great project.
Thinking Enough on there is a candidate for verse of the year. Like Russ is rapping on there. Production is great. All live instrumentation, great singing. Like it's just a all around dope project.
Russ is a, I think that he's just feeling the effects of the independent thing and being so successful while being independent. Like he's running into those problems that, you didn't sell this because I think they said he was enticing his fans to buy his album, which is crazy when it's like, wait, what? So they took some of the sales away. Like it was just some shit he was talking about. And I was just like, unfortunately that's just the shit he's going to run into. But overall, the project is great. Quick too, not a long 13 tracks, maybe 40, 41 minutes, 42 minutes, something like that. So it's a quick listen, but the music is really good. So shout out to Russ, shout out to Santiago, available now.
Definitely one of my favorite projects of the year. Did you purchase Call of Duty with Nicki and Snoop?
No, but I thought about it. Once I saw Nicki was available as a character, or they call it skin in Call of Duty.
You are a Barb, so
yeah. I thought about getting Call of Duty and just trying it out. But shout out to Nicki. That's a
huge look.
That's a huge look. As Call of Duty is probably the biggest game in the world, and now that she's a quote unquote skin on the game, that's a huge look for Nicki and her Barbs.
And like a good move, I feel like, from Call of Duty, because Nicki, we obviously know, comes with that very large, dedicated core fan base, we'll call them.
Yeah.
Which most of, I'm sure, aren't really gamers per se. So now Call of Duty has a huge audience that they did not have before.
Yeah.
Coming right. And like, what other rapper could do that? Because a lot of rap fan bases, their fans play Call of Duty. Nicki, on the other hand, I don't think is like that. So she just brought Call of Duty some new shit.
And shout out to Snoop Skin that's just crazy to call it skin.
Was that real that he was crip walking, or did someone make that on their own? Is that really in the game? That Snoop
probably is.
Made that.
I could see that being in the game. Call of Duty is, nothing is out of bounds.
Call of Duty's done a really good job of playing into internet meme culture.
Sure.
Like obviously, like the trend with the Nicki thing is like just really funny videos and memes of her character, like the screen grabs from the game. So I think they're really smart with how they handle this shit.
Them and Fortnite did a good job of that during the pandemic.
Yeah.
All the TikTok dances and stuff. They did a really good job.
I was just about to ask, 'cause I'm not a gamer. Fortnite was probably the first to do that, right? To really, as far as like a
really
massive
capitalize
game.
it.
Oh yeah.
To lean into social media.
It's like social media culture, yeah.
But
no. The Nicki skin makes me want to play Call of Duty.
Well, that's what they're hoping for.
Well, if they get all these fucking Nicki fans on, then that would get my KD up because they don't know how to play shit. So I would start playing again.
There's not a more loyal and dedicated fan base than the Barbs. If Nicki wants them to be good at Call of Duty, they're going to be the greatest Call of Duty.
God damn it.
They'll be a SEAL team.
They'll be SEAL Team 7.
They will kill Osama.
Yeah.
It's $20 to get that skin, by the way.
That's not that bad.
It's not bad.
I immediately sent this to Armani because I know him and his fucking Philly goons are definitely going to all dress as Nicki.
Yeah, a lot of just regular Call of Duty fans are just buying that just
for
to,
sure.
Do it.
You almost have to.
Yeah.
It's like if you have the opportunity to buy a Nicki skin or Snoop skin, it's like if you grew up in the hip hop culture and you play Call of Duty, it's almost like you have to do that. I wonder what the deal was. Like, what percentage of that do Snoop and Nicki get?
I'm sure it was probably a one-time deal. I don't think
probably a fee.
They get. I think it's a likeness fee.
21 Savage is also going to be added on too.
Ooh,
21 Savage.
Yeah,
well, good for him.
I hope they give him a really cool knife.
Oh my god!
Give him the actual sword.
Yeah. Like that's a mini sword for his close combat kills. And he says it's a knife and stabs you in the throat.
That's funny.
Can Snoop smoke weed in Call of Duty?
I think he does.
That's fine.
That's dope.
If you can murder people the way you can in Call of Duty, but can't smoke weed,
That's no weed.
that's over the line.
I mean, all of those guns are fine.
Can you just imagine being on the Call of Duty, like the online shit with playing everyone, and there's like 15, 21 savages, and everyone is in their mic just going 21, 21, 21.
That would be me. I would.
I gotta cut that shit off at that
Fucking
point.
annoying.
Would you guys want to be playable characters in a video game?
Of course. That'd be great.
Like a Def Jam, but like it's you guys.
GTA.
Oh my God, Maul with That's Crazy and the Def
Podcast
Jam.
Vendetta.
Mall and GTA would be fucking amazing.
GTA.
Yeah.
Put me in GTA. Why not? GTA is crazy though.
Yeah.
Like the shit you can do in that game. Like, it's like offensive if you're in like playing the game and you call it like a game. I didn't even know that.
What do you mean?
What they call it now, like a world.
Yeah, it's
because some people role play. Yes, that's
They
the
want it
thing.
to be like The Sims.
like you literally like I was talking to some of my friends that played and I'm like, wait, so you can't say they like nah, like it's like a real thing. I'm like,
Yeah, there's like a role playing world that you could do now,
what?
and you like are like in the world.
I think that
I just heard Vince Staples role play robbing a McDonald's on Clubhouse.
that's
That
hilarious.
shit was hilarious.
That's hilarious.
I saw this meme over the weekend. I wish I could credit the guy, and I hope he does copyright it because I thought it was a genius idea.
Oh,
Instead of escape the rooms, you could have like a controlled bank heist that you and your friends could do and be like chased by fake cops.
Mhm.
Like you could really map out a plan and rob a bank and then have some type of chase. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, say that again?
But only if they get to shoot at you. I feel like dodging the bullets would be the best part.
Or you could do it
In
with
real
like
life?
paintball or
what do you
something.
think it's the Matrix?
Like the
The fuck?
Trinity.
You know, like-
see that shit.
Wait, you talking about in real life?
yeah, and so like escape the rooms when you go with
Okay.
people and like you,
Yeah.
depending on what the theme is. He was saying there should be something like a bank heist where there's a controlled like warehouse or whatever
Mhm.
that has a fake bank, real actors, real cops, and you and your friends like figure out. You get like the blueprints of the bank.
Figure
like,
out how to try to rob the bank and get out of there before the cops
Yes,
do it.
and then there's like fake cops on your tail. I think that's a fucking
tail.
genius idea. That would be so much fun for a
Number
birthday.
6.
But like you get to like actually like leave the bank and like get in the car and drive, try to get away from police.
It was a meme. We didn't go that far.
Right.
But we could speculate, yeah. You could get like a whole grounds. Like the Tyler Perry grounds in Atlanta should just have like a rob the bank.
Okay,
area.
like a lot.
yeah.
Like a studio
No,
lot.
all safe. Like
Okay, got it.
even if it's not real, like fucking go-karts. Like it doesn't have to be real cars per se.
Yeah, because I was about to say that's where it gets dangerous.
And then maybe like airsoft guns. Like that could be fun. You know when
Fun shit.
you ever seen SWAT with Colin Farrell and Samuel Jackson? You know when they do the fake rob the plane as training?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
That would be dope. I would definitely try some shit like that.
That would be so much fun.
All right, so Demaris, we have a bet. Because you're
Mhm.
saying that the Chris Brown and Sierra record, How We Roll, you don't think it'll crack Billboard Top 50.
Nope.
At all. No placement. That's the bet.
The Hot 100, the top 50, it will not crack it.
Okay.
That is the bet. And
That's
how
not like an insane bet for y'all to take.
how long do you want to go for the bet?
I mean,
Until I
ever.
get my sneakers.
When did the song
Oh,
release?
forever. Yeah, you don't.
When do I get my sneakers?
You're gonna be tight when that TikTok challenge starts. It goes number
Yo,
one.
that'd be sick.
I don't
That shit
understand how she fighting
That shit
this.
not going number 1.
I don't think it is either.
You didn't say number one. He said top 50.
It's not going there either.
Wait, can we find out where it's at right now?
Yeah.
It's not on the Hot 100.
I just want to know where it's at.
Well, it says big how we do debuts on Billboard.
Oh,
Okay, where?
There goes your sneakers.
No, it has to be 50.
The fact that she think that this is
it
debuted at number 7.
That's R&B.
That's hip hop
Oh.
R&B.
Hip hop and R&B.
No, we're talking about the main.
The main.
Number 9 on Hot R&B and number 24 on digital song sales. Number 7 on R&B and hip hop.
It's a good start.
And it has not cracked the top 100.
Well, it also takes very long time to work records. This
That's
song is
fine.
brand.
Man, this record is cracking top 50. Man, that's Chris
Okay.
Brown and Sierra. And like Rory said, once the TikTok people pick this up and start doing their little dance to it,
So y'all think I'm stupid or Maul? Which one? Who
I don't think
side
I'm
are y'all
stupid.
on?
I'm
Whose side
that's
are
a
y'all
stupid bet to make.
If you said like top 10 or top 20,
She said top.
I would take that bet. I could see it cracking.
I just want to let everybody know that there's a Drake album coming out.
What does
Okay.
that mean?
That's all I'm saying is that there's a Drake album
And
coming.
there was a Rory album too.
Didn't get to the top 50.
Slow burn.
Sorry.
Slow burn.
Slow burn.
It hasn't refreshed
It takes a
everyone yet.
while.
Yo,
It
when
takes
do
a
we get
while.
rid, when do we get rid of slow burn?
The
Like, how long is an
Yeah,
artist
the
allowed to say, yo, slow burn? It's like,
It's-
all right, fam.
It's
like,
contemporary R&B, which takes longer.
no, I
to-
get that.
Yeah,
All of that
yeah,
is
yeah.
all of that is
You're
it
not
makes
listening
sense.
hard enough.
Yeah.
Right.
But like,
older people get to music later.
yeah,
refreshing,
it's Facebook.
You got to
to
think.
it.
You also have to think Christmas sales. Like
Yeah.
everyone's gonna
Yeah.
buy the
You got to
CD.
put everything in.
They're waiting for the vinyls. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying, slow burn is like something that we got to just keep paying attention to. Like, all right, fam, you said slow burn for a year and a half.
With that said, go stream. I thought it'd be different on all
Absolutely.
DSPs.
Slow burn.
Great album.
Yeah, great.
We have some great streams on Spotify.
No, listen, it's still one of my favorite projects of the year. So shout out.
So
to
yeah,
you.
me and Mal bet New Balances. So we're gonna see. So we have until I'll give you until the end of October.
That's not how songs work. That's not how songs work.
So how long am I giving him?
Just say you want me to buy you a pair of sneakers.
No,
don't do that. Don't
How
do
long
that.
are we going?
That song hasn't cracked radio yet. Like it's not even in
Okay, so
rotation yet.
all I'm asking is how long am I giving him to be wrong? How long?
At least till November.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I said
why
the
not
end of
entirely
October.
Enough.
Huh?
Like forever though, no?
Yeah, it should be a forever.
I'm
thing.
saying forever, but she wants to prove me wrong. This song
Because
is
at some point she has to get her
At
sneakers.
some point, I have to win the bet. So
Yeah, but this song is gonna crack top 50.
okay, let's. You know
Do you
what?
think that the song cracked top 50?
Maybe.
I haven't heard.
I'm not getting
You didn't
involved
hear
with it.
No.
Okay.
I think it could go high 40s,
That's all. You just have to
High
crack all you
40s.
need.
but it's going to depend on TikTok. I feel like this one, if it was going to crack
I
Billboard,
think
it
the
would have
song
done
was
it already.
made- I think the song was made for TikTok.
Didn't
It's
Chris
a dance
Brown-
record?
There's videos of him like parading a bunch of girls.
Yeah,
You guys see his video?
yeah, they were using it because people always say that Chris Brown is colorist. So
Did you guys see that video? They're saying he imported all these girls.
But let's not put that on Chris Brown's jacket. Like, we don't know that. That's just someone said it on Twitter because he was at a club in Jamaica.
No, I know.
Bad women go to Jamaica.
I'm not saying it's not his jacket, but I'm saying if this is a promotion for the song, I can see this going top 50.
that's not. So annoying. A lot of those women are his dancers, by the way. But yeah,
No, not Lizzo's.
Was he performing in Jamaica?
no, probably. I'm assuming that's why he would be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here's a shot from the show.
That's
Can't be.
Yo, you a hater, though.
Yeah, you hating for that.
I
one.
was
That
waiting
was-
for him
that
to
was-
say
that
that.
was crazy.
You are a hater,
Yeah.
bro. Like, you are really a hater.
Oh,
You
it's
think
a
Chris-
festival? Oh, okay.
Ah, shit.
That's more hate, though.
That's not hate,
No,
bro.
it's not hate. I get it.
It's
No, I
mad.
get it.
There's mad people on the
There's a
lineup.
lot of people.
And all those women he brought.
Well, looking at Billboard 50 now, do we think Chris Brown and Sierra can knock off Justin Moore, You, Me, and Whiskey? Because that's at number 50 now.
Oh, yeah. Demaris, 10.5.
Yeah, right.
10.5. Get him.
I'll give
Alright,
you
yo.
until the
Demaris, I don't know. Now that I'm looking at this, K-pop, Travis Scott, Bad Bunny, and The Weeknd, we don't care how it's really doing. We know that was the
song sucks.
cheat code to get on Billboard.
41.
It's at 41 right now.
That's
It
insane.
peaked at 27.
That's tough.
That's nuts.
So we sat down with our guy Giggs. He was in town.
Yes.
So we caught up with him. He came by the studio and kicked it with us. We took voicemails with him. So right now we're going to get into that conversation with Giggs.
Which is hilarious because he kept asking if these voicemails were even real.
He didn't. He thought it was fake. So we answered voicemails, had a good time. And Zero Tolerance is available now on your DSPs. Make sure you download that, stream that. Shout out to Giggs, to mind them.
Mandem.
All right, Rory. Today we are joined with. This is family, man. This is somebody that's actually hard to catch up with. We was in London.
Yes.
And I was trying to catch up with my brother, but he was actually on his way. We like switched. He was on his way to America.
Mhm.
When we got to London. But we finally caught up with him. He has a new album available now, Zero Tolerance. We with the legend, the icon, the OG, Giggs, my brother. How you feeling, man?
I'm good.
Well, I want to start. First of all, congrats on the new project. I mean, anybody that's been following you that knows Giggs can appreciate whenever you decide to pop out.
It's been a few years.
And give us some work.
I didn't even realize. That.
Yeah, it's been 3
Yeah.
3 years since the last one.
Yeah. I didn't realize. You know what it was? It was COVID.
Yeah. COVID years don't really count.
Yeah.
Speaking of COVID, how did that affect anything you had going on at the moment? Because we talk about it a lot over here in the US. COVID, hip hop during COVID, we got some of the best projects that year, even though everything was closed, as far as the artists just putting out good music. What was it like in the UK as far as the artists being able to create, being able to put out songs? Like, was it like everything completely stopped, or were people still active?
Yeah, everything's like, remember, everyone was in the house.
Yeah.
The whole world.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can't lie, man. I didn't stay in the house, man. I had the studio. I had the studio, so
you created your
still,
own.
Yeah, it
you
was still
created
like
your own out.
It's still like I was inside.
Yeah, yeah. I can't, me and Rory talk about it a lot. There's some things about COVID that I wasn't too mad at. Like I kind of like you have to create your own little outside type of thing. Like if you have a studio, if you have, just a space where you could tell your people, yo, come over here, this is what we doing tonight. That kind of was a cool moment. Yeah. For us, I don't know what it was like in the UK. Like it's probably totally different, but for us, it wasn't too bad.
Like for man like me, like can man swear on this?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
For niggas like me, like that man have been jail and that.
Yeah.
So
okay.
It's like whatever. Like,
what was
I saw people going crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Like acting mad, and I'm thinking you're in your house, like
why you can't just chill?
Like, people was going mad,
Yeah. No, for sure.
Like,
well, not everyone's built to just stay inside one.
I never saw so many people walking dogs before,
or just getting dogs. You have a dog.
Hey, there was mad dog.
That's walking. Like a reason to be outside now.
Yeah. That's because that's how it started. They're saying you can go out and
walk your pets,
the dogs. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
I saw mad people walking dogs. Man.
Yeah, just let me borrow your dog.
I never thought about
walk
that.
around.
Yeah,
how many people purchased a dog during COVID?
That was pissing me off because like there was no space to walk my fucking dog.
Yeah. What kind of dogs you have?
I got a Rottweiler.
Oh yeah, that you need space.
Yeah,
that dog used to be outside.
Yeah, and everyone's scared of it.
Yeah,
so I had to keep it on the lead. Like,
but Roddy's are good dogs though.
Yeah,
they're great dogs.
They're
great dogs.
They're the best.
Yeah,
they're the best. What was the duck off spot for the UK? In the States, everyone either went to Miami because it was still open to some degree, and then all the girls went to Tulum in Mexico. Right, so
everyone went to Dubai. Dubai was lit. It was like London.
Yeah.
But it was London.
Mm-hmm. Everybody was there. That was something I was talking about. We were talking off camera about. Rory and I always talk about we want to move to London and spend some time in London. And you said, well, it's the opposite. You want to move to New York. I know for a while you weren't even able to leave because of legal issues. Yeah. How does it feel now that you can just take off whenever you want, dip out? Like,
it feels good, man. That's why I'm always here.
Yeah. You hear a lot. Brooklyn Chop House. This nigga Gigs. Every time I open the gram, Gigs is Brooklyn Chop House, Last Lap, Say Less.
I'm about to say sponsored by Say Less.
And I feel some type of way because I'm like, damn, he ain't even hit me and let me know he was in the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, Say Less tonight, Starlets the next night.
Save your data plan. Maul's not gonna come out regardless.
Nah, but
even if you invite him, he's not showing up.
It's different with Gigs because he's from across the water. So it's like if Gigs is in New York, it's like I'll go out the way to get up and link up with Gigs.
I know them ones. I know them. Like in London, I don't go nowhere.
Right.
But if you lot come over, like I'll be like, oh yeah, this is that, and this is like, you feel proud.
No, you definitely did that. I hit you. I hit you when we got to London, and Big said, yo, make sure you hit Gigs. Yeah. So I hit you, and you was on your way to Miami in a couple of days. But you definitely gave me that. I remember I went to Brixton. We'll get into that. Like Brixton and Peckham, where Gigs is from. Yeah, it's kind of like rivals a little bit.
Nah.
Not no more.
Nah. Not for a long time.
Oh, that's over.
For a long time.
All right, cool. I wanted to get into that.
And even like
but you played a part in that, I think, like as far as squashing it, because I noticed the song you had was 6-7. That kind of eased, or did it help ease?
That's like Brixton Hill though.
Okay.
Is that Tulse Hill? That's Tulse Hill. Isn't it? Yeah, that's Tulse Hill.
Okay.
It's.
But what did that do though?
It's around Brixton area, it's Tulse. But it weren't. Our thing weren't really like with anyone. It weren't like with the whole of Brixton. It might have just been with a couple people or something.
Okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Because from what people tell me out there,
then the young G's, they used to like take it the wrong way and think we beef Brixton. And then the youngers started beefing Brixton.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so it's like a triple.
It was like, we've never had beef with Brixton.
Okay, because a lot of my peoples in the UK, they kind of keep me like, they let me know what's going on. And I remember when that record came out with you in 6-7, a few of them were saying that was big because at the time
that side of like Brixton, that's like the man them as well. Mm-hmm. Like a couple of our man them are from the hill as well.
Okay, got you.
Like close man them.
Okay.
From there.
So I hit you when I went to Brixton and you was like, yo, you want me to sit in the home? He's like, he was going to take care.
It's interesting that you went over there though.
It's a dope vegan spot over there.
Okay.
I forgot the name of the vegan spot in Brixton that I went to, but everybody kept telling me, you got to try this spot. You got to try this spot. So one of our off days.
But Brixton's nice though.
No, it's not. It felt like Harlem a little bit.
Trenches,
it felt like Harlem a little bit. Like it kind of reminded me of Harlem a little bit. Like I'm looking at just the scenery, and I'm looking at the people. I'm like, okay, this kind of feels like Harlem a little bit.
Nice.
Like if you make the wrong left, you can end up in some treacherous shit.
Very quick.
But over here, it's nice. There's some stores, good restaurants, like nice little apartments.
It's all Trench, all of it.
All of it?
I gotta be honest.
But where you from? When you
thought because it was a vegan spot, it was nice.
No, you know what it is. You know what it is when you grow up in those type of environments. You don't feel as
it's the same shit. Like
exactly. Like I didn't feel like I was out of place.
But you're not bothering anyone. You ain't got a mad jewelry,
right? Right.
Even when I was saying, do you want me to send a couple of them? Like, if you want them. Like,
yeah.
But London's like Queens in that regard in certain places. You don't really know where you're exactly at because it kind of looks okay.
Yeah.
I noticed that with London too. Like, am I in the hood or not?
I feel like it's like that everywhere.
That's like when I'm here though.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the same thing.
I just asked though.
Yeah.
Should I be alarmed?
What's going on? So what is this? So this is...
okay.
Yeah.
I see the vegan spot. I see the gentrification coming in, but am I safe?
Right.
Yeah, I want to know exactly where I am.
No, you have to.
Times.
You have to know exactly where you at, where not to go. It's kind of the same thing. So Giggs definitely did. Like he looked out, he texted me, he said, yo, let me know if you need anything. Like he rolled out the red carpet for me.
What do you love about New York though?
Yeah, because you always here. You always here.
Just like London, but it's just America.
Yeah, it's very much the same.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What's
the women, the accents. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The accent.
The American
accent is crazy.
What's so crazy is we feel the same way about
the female American accent.
You with like London accent. What about
melting?
What?
Yeah.
Shit is trash.
That's the man.
But that's so crazy to me because London accent would make me melt.
Yeah.
But what about a woman's American accent does it?
Huh?
They sound like mad regular and
because
crazy to me.
To us. So you're from
but there's nothing like appealing about
it. For me, just the female American accent is a mad thing.
Do you like the Southern accent?
Huh?
Southern accent?
I like it all.
Yeah, Giggs like he ain't discriminate. He just want it's American. I love it.
I'm just like, yo, you can say anything to me. You can curse me out.
But see, y'all got the cheat code. Like being from the UK, men have the cheat code when it comes to American women.
Yeah, but it's the other way around.
Yeah, like they just want to hear y'all talk. We go over there. It's the same. The girls want to hear us talk.
Yeah, and I understand that they like to hear me talk.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I mean?
That's why he's saying anything.
Yeah.
It's an exchange though.
Yeah, exactly.
I like you like let's talk. Like,
let's just have a conversation. I like to hear you talk. You want to hear me talk. Let's just have a good conversation.
And there's certain lines that I feel like only UK dudes could get off in America. Like simple sentences would come across, I feel like, as sexual harassment if we said them. But if it's in a UK accent, it comes across like it's beautiful and polite. Like, what did he just say?
Yeah, you know, like he's a killer. Like, he's a whole gangster. I don't know if you know that. Like, he has warrants back home. But
yeah, it's just and I love the food. I love the cakes.
Desserts. You're a desserts person.
Yeah, desserts. Yeah.
I know you've been to Junior's, obviously.
No, where is that?
Cheesecake. You never had Junior's cheesecake in Brooklyn?
Downtown Brooklyn.
Oh, I gotta get you some Junior's. Do you like cheesecake?
But I don't like cheese though. Is that the only cakes they got in there?
No, they have
cheesecake.
They have other cakes, but it's known for the cheesecake. That's like the staple.
There might be something else.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Junior's.
You like banana pudding?
Yes, is that thing in the tub?
Yeah. You had that yet?
The thing in the tub.
That's
hard.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone gave it to me, but I didn't taste it.
Okay.
And then I forgot to. Then I didn't know where to get it from. Is that where you get it from, Genius?
No, you don't get it from there. It's a spot called the spot that everybody goes to for banana pudding if they come to New York is Magnolia's.
That's fine.
That's the one.
Like that's the spot that everybody goes
the banana pudding. Is that the mad thing though? You
the banana pudding is good, but see, I grew up on homemade banana pudding.
Okay.
That's kind of like, just like market banana pudding. It's not the same, but it's good though.
So your mom would make banana pudding?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fire. That's the best banana pudding my mother. Not just because of my mom. It's
I need to taste that.
I got you.
Yeah.
No more. I got you. How does it feel with Talking the Hardest? Because I know as far as I'm concerned, that's still like the London anthem. Talking the Hardest.
100%.
How does it feel years later that record is still like the one that represents London, the whole rap scene in London? Like this is the song that let everybody know London is here. This is the anthem of London.
Yeah.
And that was what, 2008?
Yeah, 2007.
2007?
8 is when it started ringing off mad. Like.
Okay. How does that's 15 years ago and that's still the one?
Yeah. To be honest, if I'm honest, I don't even understand it, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
Why not?
Because I was just saying that song over time gets crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
Like,
there was a crazy video during COVID.
I don't even know how over the girl.
Somebody opened the window. Like somebody during COVID, everybody was on lockdown. I remember, and somebody in the house started playing "Talking the Hardest," and they opened the window, and everybody started going crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember that video during COVID?
Yeah. I remember.
And I said, "Yo, this is crazy that they still go off for this record."
Yeah, that thing's mad for me.
And you don't understand why it's still the one.
It keeps going up and up and up, and I just think, why is it?
Is it probably like the nostalgic record for UK hip hop?
Yeah, 100%.
Like the way we go crazy for Shook Ones. It would probably be the same as far as like
it's like
everyone's childhood was the staple to what introduced.
Talking the Hardest is the song that if you rap now in London, that probably inspired you to want to start rapping.
So it's like all about the Benjamins for us.
It's like those type of records where it's like, yo, I remember when I first heard this, I remember exactly where I was at, what I was doing, what grade I was in, what school I was going to. I just love the fact that, again, that was...
I feel like in the streets, that pain is the essence. That's like the biggest, bigger than Talking Artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Who's some of your favorite artists now, like, that you looking back, and you are the OG to everybody in the rap scene in the UK right now. Who are some of your favorite ones that you watch and you're like, I like him.
What, like the young G's?
Yeah, the young ones that's coming up now.
Dave, that's my guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's cold.
When we was out there, somebody had put me on to J Hus.
Yeah, Hus is cold.
Yeah, like
New album that he just dropped, mad.
Yeah, I didn't get into it yet, but when we was out there, I started listening to him and I was like, I like him.
That thing's flawless.
Yeah, Pot of Paper.
Yeah, Potter's cold.
I like him.
Tiny Boost.
Digger, if he could stay out of that's my I just love what Digger represents because it reminds me a lot of artists here. Young kids that's kind of like trying to find their way, they get caught up in shit, but you can tell that they have what it takes to make it if they separate themselves from the negative energy.
Yeah,
but here he has it though.
It reminds me of me when I was...
Yeah. It's like, that's dope that you say that. Because when I first heard him, I was like, he has an older soul about him.
Yeah.
Like he don't...
I like the way he moves. Like,
exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
He does his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck with him.
Well, I know Central C had the freestyle with Drake on the radar that is going crazy. How is it to watch Drake, an artist like Drake, embrace so many of the UK artists? And I know that you and Drake have your relationship, you have records together, so obviously you help knock down some of those doors and create some of those relationships over there. But how does that make you feel seeing somebody as big as Drake, a superstar like Drake, still embrace the guys that's coming up from your city?
The sound too, not just the guys.
Yeah, the sound, the entire sound.
Yeah, no, it's sick, man. You know what I mean? It's collaborating as well, though, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like we all embrace each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it should be. Everyone should just be working together and making bangers.
That's how it should be. But you know, politics and bullshit get in the way and egos. And then it's like...
But I feel like Toronto, they're more in tune with the UK, innit? Like, it's like one kind of thing.
Well, it's a large Caribbean
more,
culture.
Definitely a West Indian.
Yeah.
It's a Caribbean culture, a huge
so
Caribbean
they're
culture
more
in Toronto.
like, we'll be more fans of each other and collaborate. And Drake's just from Toronto. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's it.
Yeah.
But he just happens to be like one of the biggest artists in the world.
Right.
But he's just a fan of it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? He's not gonna not work with man because he's one of the biggest. You know what I mean?
No, he has a pulse to the street.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do, innit?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
What were some of those first sessions like, or first interactions when OVO? I feel like OVO stayed in London for like a year before a few Drake albums. Yeah, like I almost felt like they was there all the time.
Yeah.
How that relationship?
Bad people was though.
Yeah.
Like, bro, always are.
Mm-hmm.
Like Migos and Future and like most of the man always in that.
No, most people when they visit the UK for the first time, they fall in love with it.
Yeah.
Like they always want to go back. They always want to visit. It's just one of those cities that you just like, I love it. Because it does remind you a lot of America in a lot of ways. Like you said, like London to me is, London and New York is the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? London is a lot cleaner. The streets are cleaner. It's the architecture is a lot different, but the vibe, the energy, the hustle, the culture, everything reminds you of New York City.
Like, it feels like if I'm here and I'm in a room full of people, I don't know, and like music's playing or something, like, you can't hear anyone talking. Like sometimes I think, oh yeah, I'm in America.
Right.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, because it just feels like I'm in London.
Right.
And I'll be like, oh shit, oh yeah, I'm in America. I just think, sometimes I just think it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I've only had one bad experience in London, and that was Maul's fault. Maul decided to take us to a strip club in London.
Yikes.
And he was like, yo, they don't ever do this, so we have to go.
I
was
like, as long as you put that out
So
there.
what was this spot?
So
was it one of them like ones that
it was
a man puts together?
Okay, so
yeah,
it was
was definitely like you had to go down a bunch of staircases.
You lot were happy about
it.
It
was in
spot.
a basement.
Where was it? Where was it?
Okay, so it was in a club, but they just had some
Was it
girls.
a club?
It was a club.
All right.
It was a club. It was definitely a club. But it was
They had
like,
a bar.
They had
I
a
feel
bar.
like this is your pattern, command them.
No. But you know what it is? It's because my people out there in London told me about it, so I told them about it. So naturally it falls on me. But I was trying to tell them like, well, this doesn't ever happen. There's no strip clubs here. So the fact that
I know what you're talking about. Was it like on a Tuesday night or something? Like on a weekday?
it was
definitely a weekday.
I've heard about this spot.
Yeah.
And like they've created a strip club, so you throw money and shit.
Yes.
And it's not even real money. They give you like
and
like
dollars.
fake. Yeah.
And the girls don't strip.
Yeah, no, they don't get naked.
They fully clothed.
They don't get. They don't strip.
Nothing.
They
just
in
had
bathing
on,
suits.
They just had on bathing suits.
Is it? Is
That's
that what's
it.
going on?
But
there
either
then?
way,
It was terrible. I would never do it again, but I had to experience it while we were there because it never happens.
Yeah.
So everybody was like, there's no strip club here. So I'm like, okay.
And plus, you're in London anyway. Why not? Like,
why not, man? We here now. We got a story about it.
Yeah,
guys brought out bottles for
correct.
Rory. It was bottle guys. We have bottle girls here.
So we get it. It took forever with security. They was just being weird to begin with. We finally get down there, and I'm like, all right, cool.
We said
Whatever.
they're acting like it was exclusive, and
Oh,
they weren't like,
listen.
Yo. They jammed us
that
up
is
at the door.
funny.
We were standing outside forever. I was like, yo, I'll pay for the table. Like, whatever the minimum is, as long as we could get inside right now, let's do that. And they're like, all right, yeah, bet.
So that's
Then I
hustling.
agree,
They
give the money. And they're like,
hustling you,
all right, we need like 30 more
100%.
minutes. They were like, all right, man. They were some Albanians dudes. We started talking about Brooklyn. I was just trying any way to get in. We wait forever to get our bottles. And at this point, I'm getting like a little annoyed. It had been too long. And while I'm waiting, I look over and I see a bunch of men bringing over our bottles.
Hey, look at his face. Hey, Buck. Hey, look at this man's face, blood. Look at it.
I'll put it on the screen.
Mind you, I'm not a huge club guy to begin with, and I typically don't even like when the girls bring over the sparklers. Just bring the bottles over.
Me, I hate sparklers.
I hate them too.
Like if I just.
But can you imagine if a
don't bring
guy?
we don't
sparklers
need that.
out.
We don't need spark.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, no, we
I don't
don't
even
need
want no one to know I'm having a fucking
exactly.
drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So not even liking sparklers, I said no sparklers. I was like, you just bring the bottles over and it's cool, like whatever. Then I see 5 busboys dressed in all black bringing us over these bottles. They then don't even put them in the ice. They run back with all the bottles, bring us back the Hennessy and Casamigos. I can clearly see that they open the bottles and put well liquor into the Hennessy bottle and into the Casamigos.
Yeah.
I was
It wasn't
ready to
top shelf.
kill
It wasn't top
Maul.
shelf.
Is that a regular London thing? That they'll just
No,
replace
it's
the
not,
liquor
because
like
you
that?
know it's not because you just said it's an exclusive thing. So why you're not being consistent.
I was sitting there like, yo, I'm going back to Soul House where it's safe because this is awful.
The Soul House was great. We had a great time with the
Shout
Soul
out
House.
Shoreditch.
Shoreditch and
Shoreditch
Soul
House
House, we had a great
Nah,
time.
next time you come, we'll bring you somewhere proper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. No, we definitely got to run that one back.
Our parties that we don't like have like bottles. Like we just our things like just a party.
Yeah.
Where people have fun.
Yeah. Take the phones down, dance, and actually chill.
Yeah. No one don't even film or nothing. Like,
Yeah.
You know?
That's the type of party I'm
Yeah,
looking
it's a
for.
proper
No,
like, vibes.
I've never seen the Bottle Boys in my life.
You'll never tell a bad story again. Don't worry. Next time, pull up.
Yeah, let's put it into the bad stories, man.
Oh, no. We love London. Like Maul said,
Love
we're
London.
trying to move there.
Love London.
I'm just staying away from any spot that's like that ever again.
I don't go to them spots like the bottles and shit. Like, I just like us to have our own shit. Like,
Yeah.
we just bring all the girls out, private, the man them.
Yeah.
We just pattern up.
That's the best
proper,
party.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the best
That's
party,
how we
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest parties in London.
Oh, for
like
sure.
the biggest, easy. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
What was it like hearing that God did verse when Jay said he sees a lot of hope in gigs?
Yeah, I know you start walking different. I know your text game was different. The girls heard that bar and was like, yo, I got to start talking to gigs differently now. Like Jaden said, gigs remind me of myself. That had to change. That had to change everything for you.
Yeah, no, it's mad, fam.
Nah, we don't.
You don't
Don't
need to
give
be
me that humble.
modest.
Yeah, don't give me that
Yeah, you don't
humble
need to sit
shit.
back.
We ain't doing that.
Now, do you know what it is? It's because I before it came, I heard it before it came out, innit? Like,
Yeah.
I was actually sitting with Guru when he called you.
was you?
I was sitting right next
I
to him.
didn't want to. I don't.
It's fine. He could hear.
Do you know? I've never said his name.
Yeah. I was
Never
sitting
said-
next to Guru
I've
when he
never
called
said
you.
his name once.
Mhm.
You see that?
Yeah.
Guru was fine
I'm
with it.
certified. Where's the camera? That weren't me, fam.
Yeah.
You get me? That's man, you sitting with him.
Yeah,
I was sitting-
you didn't
You
tell
just
that.
baited him
Yeah.
up, fam. Do you know what bait?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You baited him up, fam.
Yeah, no.
But no, I'm really joking. But I haven't said his name though ever.
Yeah.
Which he would appreciate, but
he
he's
hit
fine.
me. So this time I'm in Disney World. You get me?
Mm.
The kids, the irony.
Right.
I'm in fucking some magical place, and then man's calling me the Hove tick.
Yeah.
And I remember he was playing it a cappella,
Yep.
and he was like playing it, and I remember thinking, how long is this for? Because he was playing it, and it was playing little bits, and it was like forward and like, and then I was saying like, kick the snow off a frozen tip. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is hard, like, you get me? But it was long. And I was thinking, right, my man's bodying for long.
Yeah.
Then I heard, I see a lot of Hove and gigs. Then he brought it back. It's all a cappella. I will never forget that. I'm hearing it in the maddest way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you said his name now, I can tell this story. Do you know?
Yeah.
I've actually wanted to tell this
Yeah, I
story.
know.
Yeah, no. Guru won't mind. I
It's all
wouldn't
good.
say nothing.
The song is out. It's over with. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then, so he's playing it a cappella. Like, then it's like, I see a lot of Hove and gigs. Then I remember I had I could never beef me. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was just quiet, like, oh, shit, that's mad.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. And then, then he said, yeah, man, don't tell no one. I was like, okay.
That gotta be tough to hold.
I'm at Disney World.
Yeah, I'm at Disney World. There's a record coming out where Jay-Z says, I remind him of himself, and I can't tell nobody this.
But because Guru has told me and it's 30,
Yeah.
I've just had to hold it down.
I can't say nothing.
To no one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even like Buck, that's Buck's guy.
Yeah.
Like Hope, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I can't even tell, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was better though. It was good as well because I was thinking, when the man there hears that, it's going to be mad stuff. So by the time it's come out, I've already,
You've been living with it already.
I've processed it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It must have been different though, hearing it when everyone else heard it as well. Because I'm sure your phone was ringing. Crazy.
Yeah. Everyone was going mad still.
Every radio station in the UK was probably hitting you. Come through.
I was in New York when
it dropped.
Yeah.
When the album dropped. Okay.
Yeah.
This was at this video from Khaled's Instagram was from Ludlow House. I was here.
Yeah, that's
That was at
'cause he
Ludlow
came
Oh,
the
Ludlow
day
House. Okay.
after. Came the day after.
I was at this.
Yeah, that was lit.
That was a great night.
Yeah, that was
Open bar.
Open bar.
Yeah.
That was good. What was good about it? Yeah.
That's what you remember about it. Ain't no
Open bar. I got to pay for shit.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's
Open
why
bar.
like you did a pajama party and shit for your release.
I think he
'Cause
ran
most people
back-
just go for open
He
bar.
ran back Hope's verse like 13 times in a
Yeah,
row.
nah,
It
that
was
was
like some
breaking up.
obnoxious amount of time. I was like, all right, man.
The gig's just rolling up. Like, keep playing that shit.
That's funny.
I was just thinking this is mad, bro. Like Hove shouting out, Khaled standing next to me.
Right.
Even like things like Pistol Pete standing there, like, you know what I'm
Legend.
saying? Like in London, that's the mad thing. Like Pistol,
Right.
man, like Pistol Pete, he's like certified.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Man's
Absolutely.
watched these men are famous to
Right.
us. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And man's just standing there like
Showing
with
love.
them, like
Yeah.
and like Hove, I see a lot, and Khaled and all that.
Yeah.
So it's like feels like the man them proper, because man's busting shots like I'm fucking in Peckham or something.
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
But that's just showing love to, that just is you know, a nod to the respect that the artists over here have for you and what you've done for your city.
Yeah.
Because it's like hip hop, you know.
But it's weird though as well. I'm not gonna lie, because
Yeah.
it's like man's just watched you, man,
Yeah.
over this side.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like America for us, that's like it's just like watching TV.
Right.
Mhm.
'Cause we just always watched it on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so even when I'm here, I just feel like I'm in the TV all the time.
Still.
It's still like,
That's
you
crazy.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And plus I'm high. Like,
Well, yeah, that adds to it.
so like,
That adds to it.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
and I'm
like
high.
man's high and
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in the TV.
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah. You feel like it's a movie.
That's why when people
It's like the Truman Show.
So when I'm on the ground, people are like, Giggs is happier when he's in America. And I'm just thinking, yeah, I'm fucking high. And I'm like I'm in the TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't I be fucking smiling?
Yeah. Who's the first American rapper to really embrace you? That you were like, oh, fuck, like I grew up on this.
Grew up?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's probably not because there was loads, but like grew up on, like,
or even
I don't know. There's been loads of things that's happened, like mad things, like even like say like Styles. He was on one of my lads. That's my guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's even mad because when he done that verse for my album, I was in jail. I didn't even know if I was coming back ever on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Styles has sent the album, man's in jail, and I ain't even met. Even to this day, I ain't met Styles.
You never met Styles?
No.
Oh,
you know
wow. Yeah, we got to have
but like even that's like, nah, my man's solid.
Yeah.
You know, like
Styles.
You hear all the music.
Yeah.
And then like
he's 100%
he's still this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like man's done that when man's in jail, no hassle.
Same
just
person.
Lace that. I was Buck played that to me over the phone.
Yeah.
I'm standing in the fucking we call it the house block.
Yeah.
Or the wing. I'm standing in the wing listening to Styles and Gigs. I'm like, oh shit. I don't even know if I'm coming home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
crazy.
You get me?
Yeah.
So like there's been loads of I couldn't even, you know what I mean?
Did you watch the Dipset verse Locks verses?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah.
Yo, Giggs lives here, man. We asking him, did he see shit? No, I was there.
It was during COVID.
No, I was there. I was there. Like,
so vaccinated.
Yeah, you saw it. No, I was there. The Cali release. No, I was there. Like, Giggs is always in New York. Where I'm telling you, anytime I open Giggs' Instagram, he's in New York. Brooklyn Chop House, Say Less, Starlets, one or the other, he's there.
I heard you were paying for Brooklyn Chop House after this.
I fucking hope. That place is expensive.
That's what I heard.
I got you.
Patrice was saying that you are taking all of us out, everyone in the room.
For Giggs, I got him. Anything. While Giggs is here, I got to roll out the carpet for my brother. It's all good. Let's talk about the
Brooklyn Chop House bill. Yeah,
it's a little different.
As long as you're not here the day after, as long as you leave town, I'm good. One shot.
So you could call the bank for fraud.
One shot, I got it. One shot, I got it. It's all good. How did the with Zero Tolerance, the new album, the first single, Man Them, with Diddy?
Yeah.
How did that play come together? Was that something where you reached out to Puff and just said, "Yo, I want you to just hop on this shit, talk some shit, give me that Puff energy"?
Yeah, that old school pop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Man Them, that was one of the first songs I made for the album. Well, it was the first song.
Oh, that was the first one?
The first, like.
Okay.
2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But man used to bump it and say, Man Them is hard. Like, I was thinking, Puff would imagine like Puff on that, like
talking that shit.
Just talk. And he even done a better job than I even. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of energy do you want from me? I was saying, I need that Puff in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
like
Diddy,
that shit talk.
Yeah.
But my man Puff now, he's so legendary. Anything he fucking says is cold.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like even like the beginning, like when he's like, bring me some of that smoke.
Yeah, both 2 jars.
Both the jars. Like,
yeah.
Fam, he wasn't even fucking doing the song. Like he's actually telling his assistant, bring me some of that smoke. Both the jars. One already rolled up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, keep that.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's
it. And I'm thinking, man's so legendary. You just, even when you're asking the question or something, it sounds cold.
It sounds like a record.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Then at the end, he just started going mad. Black King. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He's getting crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get me? But,
you also have you got Dave East on the album. I know you spent a lot of time with Dave here in the city.
That's my guy.
Kiss. You got Jada on the album.
Dave.
Dave is on the album. And it's another song. It's the slower record. I can't remember the name. I got to look at it. It's
Malls and
Grown Decisions.
Yeah.
That record, to me, it stands out on the album only because the energy before that is more up-tempo. It's more slick talking. But this one was like more like grown-up gigs.
Yeah.
Like it's the R&B vibe to it. It's like, all right, we did all of that party talk shit, but now it's like, all right, you about to make this decision, you and a girl going through whatever y'all going through. where's Gigs at as far as that record in real life? Like, is Gigs like at that point where everything now is like, yo, listen, we not doing none of that young dumb shit we used to do. Everything is on an elevated level. Everything has to make sense. Everything is just more mature now.
Yeah, that's why it's zero tolerance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the whole project's that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the intro through all the way through to like, I don't know, like the Kiss song is called Grow Up.
Right.
Like both me and Kiss grown men saying, yeah, these niggas scared to grow up. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like to grow in decisions. Like, you get me?
Right.
Like that's the whole vibe of this zero tolerance. I ain't got time.
We ain't got time.
Everything you just said.
Yeah. Everything has to be elevated now.
Even like young kids like Dave on there, he's talking like a grown man, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Matsu, he's so with the restaurants, but the sauce incredible. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some grown shit, man.
Right.
Man, I know.
We ain't on no young boy shit.
Yeah, you get me?
Got you.
Is the tour gonna look different in the grown man life?
Yeah, I don't know. The tour's gonna be lit, wherever it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know yet. I ain't even thought that far.
Okay.
You get me?
I heard a rumor and I didn't even notice, and I thought I had did my due diligence on your career. I heard a rumor, you can say if it's true or not, that you started as grime under Giggler.
No, it was still gigs then.
It was gigs?
Yeah, I was doing grime first.
I never knew that.
That was when I was in the streets. That's what they used to
call. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never knew because everybody was like, Gigs is grime. I'm like, Gigs is not grime. Yeah. Like I started arguing.
But no one would know that. Like, well, people would know now, but it wasn't like I wasn't known at all. I probably made like about 6 or 7 songs.
And you just changed completely, was like, nah, I'm not going that route.
Yeah, then I made like 6 or 7 songs, then I went jail. That's the first time I went jail.
Okay.
And then Buck, he used to rap then. Buck used to be the coldest.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was the coldest. Then when I'm in jail, I'm listening to my like grime songs. No disrespect to grime, not so,
right.
So,
right.
But like Buck with the rap thing.
Yeah.
When I'm sharing the man them in jail, the box thing.
Yeah.
It's like, man's like, ooh, this is hard.
Yeah.
Like, so I didn't want to show my grime.
yeah.
Let me put these away.
Yeah, it weren't sounding, you know what I mean? Like, as militant as, I said, I'm doing this fucking rap thing. Fuck this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get me?
Yeah.
It's too cold. And so it was short-lived.
It was short-lived.
Like, you know what I mean?
But you were DJing before that, right?
But that was the culture there. No one weren't really rapping in London.
Yeah.
It was more like So Solid, Easy Rascal, and Wiley. That was the culture.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but really, this wasn't really my culture, really, because I grew up on hip hop.
Right.
Even though them man probably grew up on, but like I studied hip hop, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if everyone else has studied that, so it wasn't really my thing.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so I just went to what I do. Like,
it's kind of funny now because it's kind of the same now with the drill scene now and how that's taken over, and that's like the more popular sound from a UK artist is drill. Whereas grime was, but then you was like, nah, but I rap. Like, I want to really get into this rap. With the scene now the way it is, what's the energy like from the artists over there watching the drill influence the sound all around the world right now? Because a lot of the young kids now, that's what everybody's on the drill rap, even the production, the cadence, the rhythm, everything kind of has that UK drill feel to it. Yeah. Even from a lot of the female rappers that are coming out now, everything has that kind of tempo. Yeah. How does that, being from the UK, because again, that's y'all influenced that. Yeah. How does it feel to see that sound like just move around the entire globe?
Yeah, sick. But I'm not gonna lie, like stuff like that, I just think it's like, so it should be working like that because it's cold.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Just because it's from somewhere or where, like, it's not like, oh wow, this is great. It's cold, man. So if you want to do that as well, you do that as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, same thing. Like, hip hop was cold. Man does hip hop. Like, how's it feel for man? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've got mail.
All right. Well, Since we have you here, Gigs, we are going to welcome you into our voicemail segment where you can join us in giving amazing advice to all of our listeners. This first one's fun. Usually they're relationship advice, but I think this would be a good question for the room.
I have 2 questions for y'all. The first question is, what song made you guys like either emotional or cry? And the second question is, Julian.
Oh, wait, what?
Do you sometimes wake up in a cold sweat when you hear this in your dreams?
Wow.
I don't
know
know
what
what
the hell was that.
I don't know what that second part is.
These are real. These are 100% real.
Yo, Gig said, are these real?
What was that?
I haven't played that full through in a long time.
Going on?
Yeah, word.
I swear to God, I didn't know that was on.
Are these real? Are these real? What the fuck was that?
I deadass didn't know that was a part
Why
of the thing.
is he sending you that?
Yeah, like
I got questions too.
Yeah, I got
All
questions.
of us.
You gonna sit here after Gigs leave? We got some questions for you.
That was not for us. That was for you.
That was for you.
That said your name.
But look
Yo,
at my note.
yo,
I said,
Julian,
what
yeah.
song makes you emotional or cry? Like, I didn't know. I forgot about the second half because this voicemail's from months ago. So I don't really, it's from 2 weeks ago. I don't remember that part of the
What
voicemail.
song made you emotional?
Let's stick to the actual question.
Yeah.
we'll
No.
get
Let's focus on the second part.
We'll get into the little stuffed toy animal he played for you at the end. Don't worry about that. All right. So, what song made you emotional or cry? Emotional.
Let's do a recent song.
Oh, I was gonna.
Decent song.
I tell you, it used to make me emotional when I was having my first son
Okay.
and Unborn Child came out, Tupac. That used to make me emotional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dear Mama is one of those definite. That's I think all time. But and new songs, I don't think
Not new per se, but I mean like a recent time where you heard a song and it made you get emotional. Not like
I can't think of any.
a moment 20 years ago.
Well, you don't get emotional, so.
I get
That's why, because I know Mal's
You've never
in
cried
high school. No,
No, but
like this year.
Well, you're saying
you
this
think
year.
some of the music that came out this year? Made
No,
me
I'm not saying a song.
Yo, I
from
heard
this year.
Sexy Red and just
Yeah,
was
like,
like,
what the fuck?
I'm not saying a song
Waterworks.
from this year.
But that
I'm
makes you
saying
emotional.
A moment in your life. from
Ski
this year.
makes you emotional.
you cried. You really had the waterworks
See
in
me
that
and
game.
you trying to see?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What kind of emotion are we talking about here?
The second verse of
Hold
Gangsta
on,
and Gentleman
hold
song.
on, wait. What kind of emotion are we talking about?
Well, you know, there's different emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we not?
I feel like you just like hearing me talk.
Nah,
That's why.
You like that accent.
that as well. That as well. That was a good. That was a good swerve. That was a good curve there. But let's leave it in there, because you don't want to talk about your ski emotion.
Yeah. Like what emotion came from ski? Like, what emotion is that? Is that like just
Tearing from a different place.
happy?
Tears of joy.
Joy.
Yeah.
Tears of joy.
Tears of joy. Okay.
Tears of joy. Gotcha.
But you say, good one.
Yeah.
Good joy.
Morgan say song cry.
Come on, bro.
Jaded was emotional. Because that's when I was like, you know what? Yeah, man.
What's her name?
It's a few of them.
Man
But
said,
that's an emotional record.
Man said, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
We're not talking about emotional records. We're talking about records that made you emotional.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Jaded.
He said that I had him.
You
Like
think
what fucking jaded?
CVS.
Think about your young ting.
No, I'm just jaded. Like, yeah, I'm jaded. Yeah. I've been jaded.
You shed a tear to Jaded.
What do you
I
lot,
didn't cry. It said it was emotional.
what do you lot say tings here, yeah?
Yeah.
We do.
We do, but it sounds way better from y'all.
Nah, it sounds good. When you lot say English stuff, it sounds hard.
Yeah. 10.
Yeah.
I would say I listened to Glory by Jay-Z after Amara was born on the car ride back.
Okay.
I definitely teared up.
Those drums got to you.
See, but that's just the dad shit.
Yeah, but that's such an underrated Jay song.
Not anyone can do that. Not anything can do that to you. Just make you feel emotional.
But I feel like once you have
Because Jay sounded like he was ready to cry on the shit too, which made me want to cry.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
And then like you see,
again, another dad.
yeah,
He's a dad. You're a dad now.
the dad shit.
Your firstborn child was on the way.
Mm.
Like, I think it's just that you're just in an emotional state.
Yeah, but it's still like
It's the only acceptable
it's
time
still
for men to
it's
cry.
still hitting something. Though.
Yeah. That's
You know
what I mean.
what I'm
It's
saying?
music. It's good
Yeah,
music.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it's supposed to like provoke some type of emotion when it's good music and it's heartfelt like that. But definitely the dad factor, like when you have a kid.
Yeah, no, definitely that as well. That as well. But you could say that about loads of things in life. What's happening?
Yeah.
That make you that connect with
Mhm.
the song. That,
But I think when you a
say
dad,
like Jay did.
yeah,
When she left.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
He wouldn't say her name though. But even he brought up Gangsta and a Gentleman. The song itself, second verse, always made me tear up a little bit.
okay,
Styles is one of those artists that that could get you there.
But it's just so amazing.
Stop.
We just had Styles here last week, and you didn't tell him that, yo, you made me cry before.
Because I'm not gonna tell Ghost to his face that, yo, you made me cry.
You should have told Styles, like, yo, you made me actually cry at one point in my life. Like, that would have been.
You could play that second verse now. That probably tear up.
All right, so we're not gonna play this for you. Don't worry about it.
That's one of the greatest rappers ever.
I would have told him.
We were all high.
That is true. You can't tell a man you made me cry while you. That's just kind of crazy. That's
and we were all in the middle of listening to like alternative rock music.
Yeah,
too.
it just wasn't. That was
amazing.
Yeah,
good call.
We
It wasn't.
saying another time now.
Yeah,
sometimes, like
another time. I'll tell him next time. Yo, I'll tell
I
you.
also didn't want to be that guy in the room, like when
yeah.
everyone's high, like just quiet. Yo, you know you make me cry.
Yeah, that makes everything weird. That's
He
like
would have left immediately.
Yeah, no, that's fucking
I hear
weird.
that.
But Julian, back to this toy.
Style, just let you know.
Julian, what's your song that made you emotional? Because you obviously picked this question for a reason.
Well, I picked it because I think it'd be good for the room.
Okay, what's your question?
But no, he had a
what's your
squeaky toy at the end for you.
Yeah, what was that?
He said, does that make you get in a cold sweat?
I don't know what that was.
As a monkey
I
toy.
feel like he knows you.
I don't. It says anonymous.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Can we get the next
we
one?
can acknowledge it was weird. I don't know what it was.
Okay, I thought you just knew the guy. All right.
No, I have no clue that was.
All right, give me the next one.
All right. This is relationship.
Hi everyone, I'm calling from London.
Hey.
I love the pod, but I need your help. I feel like my boyfriend gets really upset that I don't get jealous, or I think he wants me to act crazy or have some sort of reaction to his life that I just don't have. So for context, I'm 24, I'm an investment banker. My boyfriend is a few years older than me, and he is a musician.
Nice.
And he's popular. So I knew him and I knew his lifestyle way before we started dating. And none of it bothers me. Like, frankly, I work way too much to even notice half the stuff he does. But yeah, he gets really upset when I try to like accept his lifestyle. So for example, early on in our relationship, he cheated on me with multiple women. And to support him, I sat him down and told him, yeah, where's your head at? Like, talk to me. Is this important for you? Like, do you need to sleep with other people? Do you want our relationship to be open? Do you want to be single? Like, talk
These
to
are
me.
real.
Yeah.
And he got so upset at me even putting that out there, and I don't get it. Like, what am I missing?
She sounds great.
Yeah.
Yes.
See how
That's a
everything
unicorn right there.
Yeah.
Investment banker,
But-
let you cheat.
How was that? Yeah, like, how was
do
this?
what
You were talking about moving to London, right?
Is that a question? Did she ask us something?
She wants to know.
How he should handle the insecurities
Yeah,
here.
she just sounded so great. I don't even know what she asked. She just sounded so
All
great.
right, that was funny.
So her boyfriend doesn't get upset when she doesn't get jealous over something that he did.
No, he gets upset.
No, she
He
said
gets
he
mad that
He
she
gets
doesn't get-
mad that she doesn't get
Yeah.
jealous.
He doesn't get upset.
He gets
I'm
mad.
saying he gets upset that
That
she's
she
not
doesn't-
getting
yeah,
upset.
yeah.
So what it sounds like is
What it sounds like is that girl's nuts, man. Let's cut the crap, man.
What?
See, man.
She sounds
She's
like a
whining.
very self-aware
She's
young woman.
no, you know what it is?
What she needs to do is get rid of him.
That's what it
Dump
is
him.
because
Like, she can't handle it.
I think
what I mean?
that
No, he can't handle it.
She
yeah.
can't handle it. She said,
She can handle anything.
she's saying, yeah, I think he gets upset because it doesn't bother me, and it doesn't.
right.
And even he slept with.
And then she said, "Yo, I had a conversation
That
like, do
guy
you need
mad,
to sleep
like,
with other women? Is that
She was
something you
telling
need
us
to do?"
her whole thing.
Yeah,
I think that relationship's over.
I think that he may
Did it start?
feel like she doesn't care
Is
enough.
that
about
his
him.
girl?
Well, according to her, yeah,
In theory, probably.
That might not be his girl. Like,
or one of them.
How would that not be his girl?
I think that's not
we
her
need to hear
dude.
both sides, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't like that one. I don't hear both sides.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, like.
Oh,
No, he probably thinks she's also cheating too.
yeah.
Because he be wilding out and she doesn't say anything.
She's an investment banker.
So he's probably sitting there like, why isn't she
Yeah,
mad?
that's what it is.
So he's probably thinking,
know
you
he-
don't care enough.
Because she caught him cheating already,
Didn't care.
didn't bother her. So it's probably a feeling of like either she's doing dirt too and I don't know, or she just really don't fuck with me like that.
That's what I think.
yeah, imagine getting caught cheating and your girl's response is, "Do you want to open this up?"
But
That's
how do
crazy.
That is nuts.
How do we know that he gets mad that it don't bother her?
She just said that.
Yeah, which part? What did she say?
She said immediately, like, I don't know what's wrong. I don't understand this. My boyfriend gets upset that I don't get jealous. That was her first line that she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, then she said,
All right, then. But when did? What was the example of him getting mad at her? She said he cheated. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then when did she say Yeah, and then when I didn't get mad, he started going off at. She ain't said that.
I don't think she provided an example.
Yeah,
but she gave us an example of the other stuff.
Right.
So why not give us the
he
whole
might not
story?
be getting mad at all. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Like, he might not
I don't think she would have called in and just lied to the podcast.
Maybe not lied, but how come she's telling us the whole thing, but she's not telling us the part when he gets mad?
So we don't question any other voicemail, but this one we got to question.
We question his squeaky toy. That's what are you talking about? We're going to talk about that later. Oh,
his chew
toy.
We question his chew toy. Yeah, I don't know. I think that you should either. Well, she sounds like a great communicator. She sat down and asked him, "Does he need to sleep with other people?"
Run.
Like if your girl sits you down and is willing to talk about that, it's like, yo, she's willing to talk about anything.
And she still never.
And she still didn't give us an example.
She still never gave us an example.
Do we want her to call back with more context?
Yeah, for sure.
Call back.
Yeah. But to me, it sounds like this guy's ego is kind of high, and it's bothering him that she's not as invested in his life as the way that he wants.
She said he's a musician. He's popular.
I don't think they're together.
Oh, I agree with you there. I don't think either of them.
I don't think they're together.
I think she thinks they're together.
Yeah,
I think he's living like a single man.
That's what I think.
Well,
she thinks they're together.
I think he is used to toxicity in relationships and he needs drama, and being that she's not giving him drama, he feels uncomfortable in the relationship. That's what I think. A lot of people create drama because they grew up in traumatic drama households. So they'll always create drama in every aspect of their life. So they're looking for that because if there's still waters, they feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Well, and I think that that's what he's doing. And she's not giving it to him and it's pissing him off.
Oh my gosh. That was nuts. Oh my God. She hasn't said what he's done. And you got all of that from her.
Yeah.
That's how women operate. Yeah, that's
called context.
Then you was like, he's pissing him up. Like, we haven't heard his side. Like, and she ain't said nothing, really.
He might be a great guy.
She's pissed off.
Yeah. She's at her breaking point.
What star sign are you?
I'm an Aries.
God, don't get her started.
War. You see that? The God of War.
Yeah, that's right. Call her out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Me.
War God over here.
War God.
Well, your gig said, you see that?
That's the warlord over there.
Yeah, he's a fucking Decepticon.
All she said was, I'm an Aries. Gig said, you see that?
That's the God of War.
What's your sign?
Taurus.
Yeah, God healing, I think.
God. Wait. God.
I rarely meet Taurus.
Peaceful king. Peaceful king. Is that a fact? That's a fact.
We are the peaceful king.
Healing God.
Taurus, do you know what we are? Passionate.
You know who y'all are? Right. The man she's calling it about.
No.
He's a Taurus.
And you know what? Maybe I am, and I'll tell you, that's not my girl.
Yeah.
I told her
I told her
we're not together.
I told her
we're not together.
She did say
that's what I mean.
Yeah. Talking about
that ain't me. I don't know that girl.
Well, let's speculate. What UK rapper do we think it is?
Yeah, who's
Yeah, which rapper is it?
Well, she said musician, so it doesn't necessarily mean rap.
That's true. But I think
she threw that. I think she did that to kind of throw us off. Like he's probably a rapper.
But if she's a fan of this pod, I'm imagining it's a rapper.
Yeah. I'm going with
he could be a guitarist.
Guitarist. Women don't date guitarists.
And it may not be as popular as we think he is.
Guitarist might get pussy.
Yeah, the mic changes everything. We don't know for sure. We know rappers get pussy.
It might not be the same type of pussy that you would want, but
what type of pussy guitarists get?
What type of pussy does Mo want?
Sexy though. The guitar, playing.
You've never seen the bass player with a fedora on at the concert?
Yeah, that might be sexy.
A lot of pussy actually.
Oh, you did? But you rap though. That ain't not bad. You rap too though.
Play no guitar.
Oh, you didn't play no guitar. You talking shit.
That's what he told her.
I play the guitar now. I don't rap no more.
That's funny, but shout out to Tauruses. We are peaceful.
She need to call back. Let's get a call back from her.
Yeah.
Let's get a call back from her so she can give us more context on the relationship and the situation.
Yeah, and sorry for calling her nuts as well. Maybe I got my own issues.
See the maturity. You see how Gigs took that and made it like
that's Taurus.
That's Taurus right there. Baby. Yeah.
I've never met a
I've been trying to tell her that
in my entire life.
You've never what?
Just met one.
You got two in the room.
You just met one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I apologize on air.
No problem.
On air.
You know what I'm saying?
That was big of him. He apologized right here for you. Like,
what you said about Tauruses?
I didn't say anything, best friend. Nothing at all.
It appeared like
best friend.
No.
Okay.
Best friend. You heard that? I was about to say. Do we have another one?
Yes, we have one more.
Let's do another one. Here we go.
What's up, guys? What's up, Demaris? I hope you guys are doing well. And surprisingly, I have a relationship voicemail for y'all. So I started seeing this girl. We're about like 5 or 6 dates in. And, you know, I've told her I don't have a relationship with my ex, which I feel is the truth. However, we used to have a dog together. And now it's my dog. But I travel a lot during the summer, so I've asked her like 2 or 3 times to babysit the dog. And it's a like, hello, thank you, bye type of situation. But then this week, I got a message from the girl I'm seeing saying like she's talked to my ex-girlfriend and she saw, I guess she posted the dog. It's in the highlight from like 2 months ago or whatever. Yeah. So she said, I lied that I'm seeing her and like she's not comfortable with it. So, you know, I said, well, sorry for the I explained the situation, told her to explain the misunderstandings, said I'm sorry. But, like, the first thing that was in my mind is, like, my ex has, like, 50 followers, and we don't follow each other. I don't even know how she found her. So I wanted to ask Demaris, like, is that, like, normal behavior? Or am I tripping?
For a woman to find everything?
I feel like with this type of girls, I'm going to, like, wake up and she's going to be going to my phone at nights, or maybe it's just me. Like, so I wanted to know what you think.
Okay, wait.
I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, that's okay. So let's have a proper recap here.
To summarize, he has a new girlfriend. He shares a dog with his ex-girlfriend. He never let his new girlfriend know that was him and his ex's dog together. When he goes out of town, he lets his ex watch the dog or whatever so he can go run around on vacations or whatever. The ex was probably stalking the ex-girlfriend, saw that the ex-girlfriend posted the dog, and now the girlfriend is pissed because it's like, you didn't tell me that you said you were never seeing this girl, but come to find out, y'all doing kid drop-offs at the McDonald's parking lot. So he wants to know, asking me, is she crazy for finding his ex-girlfriend because his ex-girlfriend only has less than 50 followers, yada, yada. So that is the
He's crazy for fucking secretly co-parenting with a dog. He's a nutter, bro. Man,
that's the crazy part.
Sneaking around with the dog, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say.
Exactly. But she's probably pissed too because she probably asked
Because I get
him.
it, because man's got a dog.
He said
I got a dog like, that's like my son.
Yeah.
My dog, like, so I get, like, you can, like, if they're both attached to the dog, I do get it, like, but just tell her, innit? Like, like, it's both of our dog, like, sometimes I drop the dog. I don't think it would work out, but
you got to tell her.
Yeah, just tell her it's a dog.
Because I'm sure the girl he's talking to currently is like, all right, who's watching the dog while you gone?
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's lying.
Yeah.
So
if you don't understand,
she has a right
if you ain't got a dog though,
you're not gonna understand.
You're not gonna understand though.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, why the fuck do you need to go back and forth with a dog? Like,
yeah.
You know
I think she's like Rory said, he's definitely lying about who's watching the dog.
Yeah. That's what's happening.
He's beating his ex as well.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
Well,
I don't think that he's fucking
That's
his
interesting
ex.
to put that on his bag.
I don't think that he's fucking his ex.
Why you don't think?
I think they beat
because
now
if he
and
was
again.
fucking his ex would not be comfortable watching the dog while he was going on vacations.
You don't know his ex.
He'd be surprised.
Vacation.
Yeah.
I'm not going from your main bitch to your side chick. That's insane.
No, but they might just like
casual.
She might be doing her own thing. He's doing, but he's definitely beating
residual.
I mean, you know what? It's possible.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, if she's crazy, is this normal behavior for a girl to find your ex? Yes, that is bitch's first mission because your ex says so much about you. The number one thing it tells me is if I'm out of your league. Your ex bitch lets me know if I'm out of your league. It shows me just a lot. So yes, that's the first thing women do is go find the last
thing she
person
does.
You were with. And obviously this girl too. And every single girl that I know. And every single girl that you know.
That's a weird ass crowd. That is not every girl I know.
Okay, they just don't admit it to you. But the things that girls say around girls and the things that girls say around men are completely different.
Come on this side.
Yeah.
Come on this side.
But no, that's not crazy. And she probably will go through your phone though.
She probably already has.
Yeah, well, you're a liar. So now you've proven that you're a liar and that she can't trust you. So
wrong,
he didn't lie. He just withheld information.
No, yeah, but he's probably acting
he said
weird.
he wasn't seeing his ex at all.
There's no
They're
way.
doing kid drop-offs.
No way you're going on vacation with your girl and you have a dog that you love and she doesn't ask who's watching the dog while we're gone. No way in hell.
How is that just like going under? What? How is she not picking up on that?
No, but I'm saying he Definitely lied.
He lied.
Like, there's no way he didn't lie.
You're saying I'm bringing it to so-and-so.
She thought Cujo was at the kennel.
And I don't think that's a
It's at
crazy
Courtney's
question
house.
to ask. I think that's a loving question. Like, all right, who's going to watch the dog while we going?
Yeah.
it's part of making arrangements. Like, who has the dog? And he's definitely not saying, yo, my ex is watching the dog. He's not.
Well, to be fair, he also said that they're only 5 or 6 dates in. So.
No, never mind. She's crazy.
Yeah, so you know, she's absolutely crazy.
But he's probably acting mad weird though. Like,
but
he's sneaking around with a dog, bro.
Yeah, lying on the 5th date is fucking crazy.
He's got to be acting weird.
But they're only 5 dates in though.
5 dates.
That's it.
What do you have to lie about?
Are you fucking her? Are you fucking her yet?
Yeah.
5 dates. I don't have to tell you who's watching.
Of course he's
date.
What do you mean? What?
Yeah, not at 5
Everybody
dates.
fucks on the first date.
She said, "Are you fucking her yet?" You're
5
6
dates?
dates in.
5 dates?
Yes, you're fucking.
Yeah,
5 dates. You're definitely having sex.
Yeah.
And they're going on vacations.
Right.
True.
So how can it 5 days and they're going to vacation? What's going on?
But also lying on the 5th date, even if you fucking about who's watching your dog, is crazy to me.
Yeah, like
not my exes.
Yikes.
The 5th date?
Going on vacations and y'all 5 dates in.
People do vacations on the first
vacation. I don't get it.
Vacation.
We might have heard that wrong. He might have went by himself. Or they might have went on like a day trip or something like that. I don't think they were in like.
I don't think he was kind of quiet though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was struggling.
Yeah,
to
it was hard.
Because she was in the apartment and he was like,
he was whispering. He was in the bathroom. He was in the bathroom looking for help.
Or he was at his ex's house dropping the dog.
Dropping off the dog.
Yeah, in real time. Like this is what's happening now.
I whispered, yes.
I just dropped the dog off.
I dropped the dog.
It's happening right now.
Oh man,
you lot got mad voicemails, fam.
Yeah, keep the voicemails coming. We appreciate y'all. We definitely want to call back from that girl.
Yeah, that first one.
And this one too. I want to call back.
Girl.
We want to know about the squeaky toy, and we want to know what UK rapper she's talking
we
to.
want to know what UK rapper she's talking about, but we won't say it on the air.
That's right.
Just to make sure it's not gigs.
But yeah, we close out.
All right, well, gigs, thank you for coming. Anything else you want us to know? Zero Tolerance is available now on your DSPs. Download that, stream that. Man Them, first single with Diddy. Jada Kiss on there. Dave East, Dave. I'm enjoying the album, man.
Yeah, no,
the vibe is real dope. Yeah, no. Hopefully you're in London the next time we're over there in November. Hopefully you're in town and you're not in Starlets. I hope. Hopefully he's in the city so we could experience the UK the right way. I want to go to the right spots.
Yeah, no,
do the right things. But Gigs, my brother, thank you.
Doing what you
No. That's never happening.
No bottle boys. No.
That's we done with that.
You're kind of pattern though down there. If you really check, like I ain't getting the invite for this.
They know they didn't send you that because they know you're not coming to that. That's what that is. They knew we
were the only guys that would go to that.
Like, yo, let's see who we could.
They're American.
They wouldn't let him in and charge them more.
Charged more. It was listen, only because we never experienced the UK night scene. So we just had to go through the ropes the first time.
That's a good story to tell.
Oh, it's a great story. Classic story to tell. They don't have strip clubs and we experienced the worst strip club ever. So it's all good. But Gigs, my brother, thank you for coming through, man. Good seeing you. Love always. And hopefully we'll see you soon in London, man.
Yes.
Love.
NewRoryNMal.